From the thunder throw, so shook and grown. Disobedience turned their hearts to stone. Rejected the truth, lost in the zone. Now they're paying rent in Hades' bone home. Both crackheads, no shelter in the night. Underworld gates, that eternal fright. Denials echo through torturous lights. Only face facts could have saved their plight. Lightning crack, no way back. Lost souls on brimstone track. Ignorance, gotta pay the toll. Zeus truth or face the dole. Charon's boats too full to
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Stick to ruler.
decree now the totes. Eternal chains, no antidote.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen.
Truth unseen, demigods whisper, lost souls scream. Follow the path or drown in the stream.
Greetings.
Zeus wrath, a cruel dream.
Good morning, Ann.
Lost in sulfur, desperate, proud. Zeus watches from Olympus cloud. Rejected truth, their fates avowed.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Oh my gosh, where are we at? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You know we are. We're back in the Thunderdome, all right, and you know how it goes. Maybe we should use that picture. Yeah, how about that photo, huh? You like that photo? You like that picture? Yes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right. No, you don't want to see. But you see how he does the dance. You got to bring the hands up there. All right. I want to make sure his supporters understand that. All right. All right. What about? There we go. What about this picture? Can we do this photo? How about that photo, ladies and gentlemen? You want to see that photo? Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, let's get this show started. You know exactly what we came here to do. You don't like that picture? Okay, we'll go back to something more sensible. What about this picture? I don't think that, wait a second. Oh yeah, wait a second. Who is that? Hold on. I don't like that photo. That's a bad angle. What about, let's see, what do I got? We'll go back to the fireplace. How about that? We'll go back to the fireplace. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? We'll stick to that. All right, let's go. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Get it in. Time to show and prove, show you what I've been doing. They say the fools rush in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started. Oh my gosh, I am so late. There we go. All right. The day in the Golden State. Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. I am your pilot, and you know exactly why we are here, all right? But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, let's take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I'm honest. The second H is because I'm humble. And the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because you guessed it, I am and will always remain the most handsome. All right, many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok. What we do is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, especially their deranged cult leader, Donald Trump, accountable for all of their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, and as well as their crimes. And believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it safe to say that our friends on the right, they just, no matter how much I try to do right and be a good person, I don't want to really get out here and beat up on our friends on the right, but I just can't believe you give them an inch, right? You give them an inch, and they take I'd say a mile, maybe about 10 miles, maybe 20 miles or 30 miles, right? I mean, this stuff that the next administration is doing has to end immediately, and that's why I'll be calling for Donald Trump to be impeached in short order. I really do think that Donald Trump is not going to survive the first year, definitely not the second year, without somehow getting in trouble and getting impeached. So I know the Republicans currently control Congress. And I know you're really good at drafting impeachment articles, right? You know what they did to President Biden. So to the Republicans that are in Congress and you're really serious about governing, go ahead and get those articles of impeachment drafted up, all right? Because he's going to do it. He's not going to not break the law. He's not going to, first 6 months, yeah, he's not going to not break the law. All Donald Trump knows is crime. So after the election, people are asking me, because I really did try to give Donald Trump a chance, ladies and gentlemen. I did. After the election, I said, you know what? Let's try to, bring down the rhetoric, right? How many of you think we should be bringing down the rhetoric out there and trying to come together? How many of you believe we should be bringing down the rhetoric and, trying to come together? I'm just trying to see. Okay, because, some people say no way. Okay. Well, I took the loss very personal. I'll speak for myself. And you're all free to believe what you want to believe. But I took the loss very personal. I said, you know what? What did you say was the reason the Democrats lost? Okay, you don't want to hear any more about identity politics, right? I took that and I said, okay, we don't want to use the word fascist. We don't want to say people are racist, all right? So I said, that's not going to be my go-to. That's not going to be my go-to move, but it's definitely one of the tools I have in my toolbox. And if I need to do it, I'll do it. But what's the real thing? So let's focus on the issue. And I'm seriously trying to focus on the issue. One of the issues being mass deportations, and I'll bring up some information about that. Trump is, whatever we said he is, but I understand it's hard for a lot of people to walk right into that. You got to warm them up like it's a car, one of those older cars, you got to warm it up before you get going when you start doing that. And I get that, but these appointments, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Gaetz, how many people out there think Matt Gaetz is actually qualified to be the Attorney General? And see, I didn't want to say it to the so-called Christians. I spoke with them on this app years. Zeus, what I do for a living is I protect the children. Zeus, these are Trump supporters. Zeus, I protect the children. And who does Donald Trump select to be the Attorney General? A predator. You all have lost so much credibility. So I say, you know what? I don't know if I can continue to try to get along with people out here that are causing harm to children like Donald Trump is. Why would you select Matt Gaetz? Did you hear what the lawyer of the victims of these children that Matt Gaetz was preying on came out and said yesterday? This guy... Yeah, Trump supporters are definitely in for a world of hurt, all right? And so we got to keep holding people accountable. Yeah, thank you, all right? Here we go again. Here comes the tears and the crying. Predator USA, come up here real quickly if you don't mind, Predator USA. I didn't want to really dive right into it, but why are you suggesting that I'm crying? Because I'm trying to save children? You know what, Predator? I didn't think you wanted to come up here with a name like that, so I'll just take care of business at the start of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here. I believe this is a he. Predator, good morning.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, sir. Welcome to the show. Now, contrary to popular belief, I'm actually a reasonable, sensible Democrat. All right, I am. And I really do. And I do give people, honestly,
just
the opportunity to be heard.
Doesn't mean you're reasonable.
No. It's not just that. It's who I am. It's my character.
Okay,
right?
well, nobody knows what your character is, just like you don't know my character. But
correct.
I've listened to you and your platform, and
when you agree that
Republicans.
Wouldn't you agree I'm pretty open-minded, at least, and I'm pretty diverse? I listen to a lot of people.
No.
You got to give me something, Predator. You got to give me something.
Okay, listen. You listen to people, but then you slam it in the back end. You do not take any side, the Republicans, and you're against Trump. That was evident before the election. And you got hammered. The Democrats got hammered. And then you're still here. Everybody else ran and hide. I appreciate that you're still here, but guess what?
Thank you. I knew you were going to give me something, man. I mean, I'm up here, and when you say I'm actually more patriotic than you are giving me credit, look at what I'm doing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're not arguing facts. You didn't argue facts in the election. You argued what the Democrats' platform was, and they got hammered.
Well,
Admit it.
Okay, this hammering business, isn't it fair to say that he had, 76 million and Kamala had 73? I would argue that's not like he has a good bulk of the country saying he's a great president, right? I mean, that says a lot too, right? You just don't have this mandate like they're out here trying to suggest.
Come on.
Right? They're not.
Here's the
The
thing.
numbers don't lie.
Here's
Men and
the
women
thing.
lie, numbers don't.
Okay, here's the thing. You guys screwed yourself by
No.
not having a primary, and then you anointed her the second coming of Jesus. And guess what? She has no experience. She had no business being there. And guess what? I don't care. You guys hurt yourself.
No.
If you had a primary, she wasn't elected.
What if I were to give you some more insight about how the Democrats ended up losing? Would you at least be willing to consider it?
Well, wait a minute. I've listened to every platform.
You haven't heard what I said, though.
I haven't heard what you said, but guess what? You're trying to backpedal a little bit and say why, this is why. Guess what? You guys didn't have a primary. That was your fault.
That's true. That's true. Wait. We didn't have the primary. So we agree.
Okay.
You see why I say I'm pretty reasonable when you really drill down to the issues.
But you're only reasonable after the fact. Here's the thing. If
But
you had a primary, you would have got a great candidate. You guys have a ton of great candidates.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Did Elon help Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I assume he helped Donald Trump because he's
Okay. Great. Does Elon own a social media platform?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, thank you. Let's slow down. Let's slow that down.
You're not going to listen. You're not going to set it up that way. Did Carly B help Kamala Harris?
She tried.
Oh, really? After she got paid? And how about Beyonce? Did she help?
But I'm not denying that. But let's be honest. That's a way different situation than
Who has
having
more followers, Beyonce or Musk? Come on, man.
How many people does Elon Musk have on his platform again?
It doesn't matter. It's his platform. That doesn't mean they follow him. How many follow Beyonce?
Well, the numbers have came out, and a lot of people get their information from his platform.
You better go look at Beyonce's followers, and you go tell me if she has more followers.
Sir, let's be honest. I thought we were having an honest conversation, and I really want to.
Wait a minute.
I want to get down on.
You're not.
You didn't answer. You know what you just did, right? And I think you see where I was going. And I try to be transparent when I ask my question. It's like, why not just admit, yeah, it's kind of hard to go up against somebody that owns X.
What are you talking
about?
No
matter who you are. No matter who you are.
You got The View. You got CNN. You got all these other networks. CNC.
Can I ask you an honest question? Do you think Trump would have won? Do you think Trump would have won without Elon?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. You're equating it just because he owns X.
Well, why is Elon
X likes Elon Musk?
Why is Elon all over Donald Trump right now? It's like he won't go home
because he's part of his cabinet.
He owns two companies. He owns Tesla. He owns SpaceX and others.
George
so don't you think he should be? Don't you think
Elon in the
world? And he
world.
owns X too. Yeah, Elon has multiple businesses he needs to be running. He doesn't need to be babysitting Donald Trump. But from the way that I see it, and this is something you should look out for, he's trying to make sure he gets his return on his investment. He spent $119 million. You don't do that to somebody that you're just friends with. You do that with somebody you're trying to actually own.
All the elites that came forward for Kamala Harris, you don't think they were rich people? You want me to go over the billionaires that supported her? Come on, man. Be honest. If you're going to be real, be honest.
And you
all
know
the billionaires that supported her?
Let's be honest. I haven't lied yet.
Okay,
I've given you information.
Going that X
I'm giving you
the reason why Donald Trump won.
It's part of the reason. I agreed with you that Biden dropping out played a role. I also believe that the conflicts going on in Ukraine, all right, and Israel, that didn't help us at all. I agree.
A laundry list of things that didn't help.
Biden's age. I completely agree. But at the end of the day, the score was like 73-76. I wouldn't go around bragging that was a blowout.
A close loss is a loss. I mean, you're talking like the House is talking about we flip seats, and it's like you still lost the House.
No, I'm saying it's not a blowout like you're saying
Oh
it
my
is,
God.
right? And so I think you all should proceed with caution, to be quite honest. I really do, because the next thing that's about to happen, these mass deportations, that's really going to harm you in
Thank
ways.
God that's going to happen. Thank God. It should never have. We should have never had an open border. And listen, 1,000 Democrats came out and said the same thing after the fact. You know something? We should have really worked on the southern border. Well, guess what? I live in Arizona. I see it every day.
But here's the thing, sir. I've spoken to a lot of Latin men and women, and they're Trump supporters. And when you explain to them that they're going to be somehow brought up and brought into this, and they might innocently be, rounded up, they're scared.
Well, they should be. They're in this country legally.
But they
And
voted
guess what?
for.
How many border agents do you have as friends?
Me, none.
Okay, good. I live in Arizona. I have a couple border agents as friends who tell me they work 60-hour weeks. And guess what? Their hands have been tied by Biden administration. They've now come forward and said, you know something? We don't have to shut up anymore.
So you're advocating. You're in support of the mass deportations. You're in support of the military being used
No.
to go
that's
after
your words.
America.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No. That's
If you're
what.
asking me the question, I'll answer you. But here's the thing. I'm in support of getting all the illegal immigrants who are in hiding and committed crimes out first.
But that's only 600 or so thousand.
Then get them out.
But Trump promised to deport 11 millions. He said this is going to be the largest mass deportation
And we
in
hope it
American
is.
history. So we have to be honest that there's going to be innocent Americans in here. And I just wish you
No.
would be honest with your fellow Americans, sir, because that's the part that's
That is
missing.
not. That is. Wait a minute. You're setting. You set things up like this all the time. Nobody has said that Trump is going to remove 11 million. There's no way anybody can do that. First of all, it's logistics. Okay. First of all, and we're going to
So maybe 600,000.
We're gonna prioritize, and then we're gonna remove whatever we can. Now, here's the thing: the big picture that everybody misses all the time. They're illegal.
What makes them illegal? Is it because they're committing crime, or is it just they came in and they didn't have papers when they came in? So
My
that makes
father
them.
came to this country from Italy legally because there's not a border state. You got to get on a boat and you got to go through a port of entry. Here's the thing. Illegals don't go through ports of entries. The legal ones do. When you're jumping fences, that's not
But
going through the port.
sir. Okay, and by the way, why
Yeah.
do you naturally yell when you talk, or I mean, is this just kind of like you just? Because I know people who talk loud too.
I didn't think I'm talking aloud. Maybe I got my volume up too high.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I want to make sure you and I have a good understanding. Anyone who comes in this country, based on what you're saying, if they come in illegally, they're a criminal.
That's the way the law is written. What are you talking about? If I go to South Korea and I cross the border, they arrest me. It's illegal.
So I just say it. If you come in this country and you don't have the right paperwork, you're illegal. Correct?
That's the way the laws are written.
And there's a lot of people who's maybe their cousin, brothers, sisters, grandmothers might be in that situation. You're talking about people who might be DACA recipients as well. These are
Why
innocent
is that
people.
our problem when you do it illegally? Why? Why? When you take the word illegal, that stops everything. If you say legal, I'm with you.
But don't you think there's a more humane way to go about doing it than to, do this mass deportation and round people up? Maybe you should have Congress pass legislation that addresses the underlying issues.
Well, maybe we
I
did.
just don't
We
like
did.
that. I don't
We
like
did.
the idea of getting,
It's called Remain in
INS.
Mexico, that Biden took 90 of Trump's policies in the first day in office, and he demolished them all. And here's the thing. Remain in Mexico is a great policy, because if you're looking to get out of your country because of whatever's going on, then why don't you stay in Mexico?
Well, listen, can I play this Tom Homan clip this morning? You know who he is, right?
I do.
Okay,
Love Tom.
listen to what he said this morning on Fox. All right?
Go ahead.
Business, Lawrence. First of all, we got to secure the border. We know how to do that. We've done it before. Second of all, we need to run this deportation operations. The president's been clear. Out of the gate, we're going to focus on public safety threats and national security threats first. And fugitives, those who cross the border legally, had great due process at great taxpayer expense, were ordered removed by an immigration judge. They didn't leave. They're also a priority. And third rail, we got to find over 300,000 children that were released into this country to so-called sponsors that the government can't find. We also got to find them children and try to save them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard what he's saying. So this to me doesn't sound like it's just going to impact the criminals. This is going to impact families.
Well, first of all, if you can unpack that whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's prioritized, which I just got done saying we're going to do. We're going to prioritize and get people out. It's going to take some time, but here's the thing. You got people who are sending kids over here and then having traffickers get them into this country illegally and then put them into situations where they could be harmed. Why wouldn't we want to find those kids and bring them back?
I believe we should try to find and help kids, but I just don't do you see the military and them doing things to American citizens as a problem in any way?
No.
This is the problem.
No.
I just don't like
No.
the idea of using our men and women in uniform to attack American citizens.
They're not, wait a minute. Again, you're twisting things again. I love how you do this. They are not attacking American citizens when you're talking about illegal immigrants. So,
okay. So maybe you're not understanding why I'm saying that. Maybe last week I brought up Operation WB. You're familiar with that, right?
I am not.
Okay, this is an operation that happened in 1954 under the Truman administration, where they were doing the exact same thing. They went after their target demographic, but they also accidentally included American citizens.
Okay, actually included America. Okay, great.
Yeah, so that's why when I said what I said, I just don't like the idea of men and women in uniform going after American citizens. That's why I said that.
Okay, so you said accidentally. So accidentally.
It's going to happen, and I brought up ultimate Trump support, ultimate MAGA folks like yourself before, and they acknowledge that part.
Okay, a case by case basis. Okay, that's great. We'll explore that case by case. But guess what? The point that you're missing in this whole thing, and I think what lost you guys the election is the southern border is an issue, and you talked about it, and then you reversed all these policies that kept people out, but then we had an influx, thousands a day, and you thought it was okay.
Okay, and again, I'm not going to push back because I understand if I push back, you're always going to be able to say, and that's why the Democrats lost. You're always going to
experience it.
Okay,
but you experience it.
Okay, but I also understand it's not just that, right? These people are also contributing to our economy, right? And there's going to be serious issues once you start deporting innocent Americans. And I say that because I'm aware there's going to be Americans that are innocent and they're going to be sucked into this. So this is going to be a direct blow to the work. This is going to be a direct flow to the. This is going to be a blow to the workforce. Your price of groceries, they're saying, is going to go up. The revenue that the American government is getting. Listen, the revenue that the American government is getting from these people because they're paying taxes. They're not getting any benefits for paying taxes, but they're paying taxes. They're out here contributing. That's going to go down.
No, they're not.
And here we are. Here we are, sir.
They're not. Here's the thing. You keep saying they're paying taxes. I got a crew right now working in the yard next to me. Mm-hmm. They're all illegal.
How do you know?
Because I know the owner of the company.
Did you see their paperwork?
No,
Okay, well we can't just do all of that. We can't do all of that.
I just talked to the owner of the company.
How do you know he's telling the truth?
Because he wouldn't lie to me. He's my friend.
Okay, so the owner of the company is hiring people that are illegal to work.
Yes. So now you've recognized part of the issues.
So you don't like your friend because
I don't like how he conducts business. I have nothing to do with my friend like that. I'm not in the landscaping business, but every single one of his guys are not paying taxes, and he says they're cheap labor. This is the problem in America.
Well, let me explain when I said paying taxes. That meant they go to the grocery store, they pay taxes, they put gas in their car, they're paying, they're out here in society. I don't know what they do when they file their taxes, but I'm assuming they got to do that. I'm assuming that they got to do that too. But I want to point out something. I'm glad that you brought up the fact that you are friends with somebody who's benefiting from the border being open.
No, just because I like the guy and I'm friendly with him doesn't mean I agree with what he does. And he's a Democrat, by the way.
Are you going to report?
Democrat.
Have you thought about reporting him?
No, I didn't think about reporting him because there's such a
you're
bigger
complicit.
issue.
So you're
There's
complicit.
such a bigger issue. I
So
could
you're
put a
complicit.
Band-Aid on that issue and report him, and then he'll get rid of all those guys. That's fine. That's not the issue.
But don't you think that in a way makes you complicit? Like it's
No.
like
No,
you're
no.
turning your back when you see something wrong happening.
No. You're talking about 11 million illegals as compared to 4 people working in the yard next to me. Come on, man. If you're going to keep it real, keep it real. Okay?
Dude,
Seriously.
you can see that I completely disagree with everything that you're saying. But what I think we're missing in this country is conversations like what you and I are having, right? Where people honestly get to hear what's going on out here in the real world, so to speak. And so this is a unique situation for me. I never knew that a person this close, like I never heard a story like this, right? You know somebody, you say they are a Democrat, they have, from what you said, hired people that they shouldn't be hiring, right?
I know this guy
And-
because he works next to me once a week.
What's his nationality, this gentleman, this person? If
He's
you don't-
white. Okay, what does that look? What you see? This is what I mean about the racism in this country. Let's talk about racism for a second.
I just asked a simple question, brother.
Yeah, and I saw the look you gave too. Hey, guess
Is
what?
it a
What if he
crime?
was Mexican?
Is it a crime to have
I
a
should
look on
put
your
him in
face?
right away if he's Mexican, huh?
Is it a sir? Come on, let's not do that. Let's stop
Come
the
on.
identity politics.
Well, then stop doing that yourself.
No. I asked a simple question.
Yeah, and you gave this look.
because I don't understand. First of all, who's profiting? Who's benefiting from the border being open? Because if you didn't look at the results of the election, a lot of Hispanic people voted for Donald Trump. So
That's because they're taking legal jobs away from them. And I live in Arizona, and I'm giving you facts. Here's the deal.
okay,
There
but
are
doesn't
legal-
it sound crazy that the Hispanic population is supporting Donald Trump, who wants to deport?
No,
the Hispanic
because
people?
they're here legally.
Yeah,
And they're
but
getting jobs taken away by illegal.
sir, let's slow it down.
yeah, okay.
I said earlier, there's going to be innocent Americans sucked into this.
Yeah,
Remember?
but you're making an assumption, and I get it. But guess what? You can't put a number on how many Americans are going to be sucked into this. You're making an assumption.
Well, if you look up this information that I've been sharing, you can go verify it yourself. I know you don't trust me because I'm a Democrat, and that's not going to change because I actually believe in people having human rights. I believe in being respectful to people, but I also
You
I'm a
voted
firm.
for Kamala Harris, man.
I'm
Come on,
also
man.
a firm believer in the rule of law. Well, you voted for a convicted felon, and let's
No,
not go
he's
there.
not.
Let's
Okay,
not
listen.
go there. Let's not go there. Oops, I said that. I shouldn't have said that. I
He's
shouldn't
not
have
a
said that.
convicted felon,
No.
first of all.
Oh,
And
okay.
guess what? 3 cases were civil, and all those other cases are thrown out, and there is such a thing as presidential immunity. So that case has nothing. You guys can keep saying a felon, but he's not. That's a lie.
What about E. Jean Carroll case? Is that still something you all are willing
It's
to at
thrown
least?
out.
No. That's still in there.
We'll see. We'll see.
He
hasn't paid a
definitely
dime.
SA'd her and defamed her. So
No, it was wait a minute. They made up a law just for her. You got to get your facts right.
okay,
They brought back and
I
they
just-
made up this law.
Well-
They have no case. It's going to be thrown out in the higher court.
well,
So-
all I brought that up. We don't need to get into the identity politics, but I'd appreciate it if you just okay, I voted for Kamala Harris. That was
Why
my
did
right
you
to
vote
do.
for Kamala Harris?
That was my right to do.
Yeah,
we
why?
don't need. Well, do you want my honest answer? And please don't beat me up for giving you.
No,
the
I'm going
honest-
to give you my.
Okay.
You're giving me an honest answer, but this is what's wrong with the Democratic
No,
Party. You
no, I'm
voted
giving-
because she was black, right?
No. See, there you go, putting words in my mouth.
No,
now
I'm
I
asking
voted.
you.
Let me answer the question. All right,
Go ahead.
I voted for her because she was a black woman, and she didn't have any of the felonies going on. Right, she didn't have any of the impeachments going on.
Oh, my God.
She's never mismanaged a pandemic, and as far as I'm concerned, if you look at her record with President Biden, I say, wow, this woman is definitely impressive.
Oh, my
She
God.
has a track record of success. Every position she's held, she's always managed to be able to show she knows how to elevate
Oh, my God.
and not go down. You know what I'm saying? And so I just looked at her character and I said, you know what, Kamala? It is time for you to actually get credit for all the hard work you've done. She's actually done a lot of the work, and she was also a part of protecting the United States when Russia invaded Ukraine. You should go look into that. She
Okay,
went over
can I
there
say
and helped the
something?
president.
Can I say something?
What was I done? But did
Go
But
ahead.
but you notice I didn't
But you're
bring
on
up
this rant. I need to pop in here because your facts are not right, sir. Here's the deal. She had 236 cases as an AG in San Francisco, and not one of these cases of where she was litigating got passed through. She never received one vote when she ran for president. She didn't even get anything when she did it this time. I mean, come on, man. You voted for her because she was black, number one.
Well, I said that. I said that. Wait. I already conceded. Now, be honest with you, whether she was black or not didn't matter. All right, but
Of course it did.
But for the sake of what we're saying, okay, I'll say that. Yeah, I voted for her because she was a woman. I voted for her because she was black. Let's not even debate that anymore.
Okay, but that's why you guys lost, because
I could make the same argument for you.
Realistically.
No. So you didn't vote for Trump because he's a man and he's
I
he's
voted
orange.
for Trump. Here's the thing.
Him being a man had nothing to do with your vote.
I'm going to tell you. I don't like Trump. Okay, I don't like Trump. Okay, as a matter of fact, I voted for. I'm
Wait a second. You just skipped my question, though.
Listen to you. Listen to me.
But you didn't answer the question. You didn't vote for him because he's a man?
No, it had nothing to do with man or woman. Okay, here's the deal.
Wow. And you don't even like him. And you don't even like him.
I'm a registered independent. Okay?
I hear you. I hear you.
I voted for Obama twice.
Oh.
Twice, and he did nothing.
Can I ask an honest question? Why did you
vote
vote for Obama?
This comment, though. I want to finish this comment. I'm a stage 4 cancer survivor.
Oh, okay.
And my medication, my medical almost bankrupted me until Trump came in office and passed a bill that I could only pay so much.
Let me ask a question. You said Obama did nothing for you?
Nothing.
What about the Obamacare?
Obamacare was too expensive. I'm a small business owner.
Well,
it was way too expensive. It
okay.
almost bankrupted me. I was paying $1,500 a month with Obamacare for my family, and that was a mortgage payment. And guess what? You know how much I pay now?
How much?
$700 a month for my family of 4. And here's the thing.
What program is that?
It's a program because I'm on Medicare. I'm 62.
Medicare. Okay. Well, Trump wants to cut that.
No, he does not.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
Okay, just like he had nothing to do with Project 2025.
He
right?
has nothing to do with Project 2025. He's come out and said that a million times. See, this is what I mean. You guys spread these lies like they're truths. He has denounced Project 2025, and you can Google it.
Look at all the people.
You do. So go ahead and Google it.
Look at all the people in the chat, sir, that say he does. I mean, this is.
Who cares what the chat says? It doesn't have. I'm
a lot of his cabinet picks. A lot of his cabinet picks are people who have been directly linked to Project 2025.
He is not going to cut Medicare. You guys need to do your research.
And Social Security too.
He's not going to touch Social Security. He ran on that platform.
No,
okay, you guys
he's
need
going
to do your research. Again, I'm not sitting here going to convince anybody. Listen, we
won.
won.
I've lost all hope of trying to convince you, but I do believe that it's great that you honestly let us know what's going on up here. Because what I am going to say to you, and I know we've been talking for quite a while, and I know I got to kind of move it on, but I'll say this to you. You know, a lot of folks like myself, we kind of see a lot of nasty things, a lot of bad things coming under Donald Trump's presidency. And so what I'm trying to help people understand is, setting aside Kamala and Donald Trump, these issues that you've all been crying about, you know, gas, eggs, inflation.
Why do you think that's crying? Are you kidding me? That's what real Americans are concerned about. You're sitting there going, we're crying about not being able to pay for gas or food? Come on, man. Are you a millionaire?
No.
Then what are you sitting there saying we're crying for? Aren't
you crying? Because it's going to get worse.
Oh, my God. Oh my God.
That's all I was going to say. It's going to get worse because he has no real plan. He has concepts.
No, he doesn't. Come on, man. You're making assumptions. This is what you do. And listen, there's a reason why I came back to you, because I wanted to see if these Democrats are still talking the way they talk. And you're kind of doing the same thing. You're kind of running around these issues. Donald Trump, we're going to have to wait and see, right? How did
it's already starting,
right?
It's already starting. The stock market, I don't know if you've been paying attention. People's 401ks.
I don't play the stocks.
Okay, the egg prices, the gas.
We'll see.
It's not looking good, and they're reacting to his cabinet picks. And I just want you to understand, I just want you to understand, sir.
Yeah.
When this mass deportation starts and the price of goods and things like that go up, and crime, obviously jails are going to get packed because they're going to be doing a lot of this stop and frisk. Police are going to have immunity. I want America to understand how we got here, and I think at a certain point.
Wait a minute, he's not president yet.
Well,
you're sitting here talking like he's in office. He's not in office yet. Wait till January, and you can tell me what he does then. But
Okay.
guess what? You guys have had Biden and Harris for 4 years, and guess what? I'm not better off than I was 4 years ago.
That's a lie. That's
not.
a lie. That's a lie.
It's not.
You're still up here talking. Did you pay your bills last month?
Oh my God, I am not. Matter of fact,
Did
I
you
took a
pay your bill?
20% hit this year. And last year I broke even. So don't tell me.
What do you say to the people who aren't getting Christmas bonuses this year because of Trump's tariffs that are about to come?
That aren't getting.
Their Christmas bonuses. Yeah, you said
He's
things
not
aren't.
in office. What do you keep saying? Well, his tariffs are coming and things are
His
coming.
tariffs, yes,
Hey,
because
listen, it's
because he's
360 in
promising.
Arizona for gas still. It's 360.
That's too much. He said he's going to cut it in half, and people's utility bills. He said it'll cut in half. He also said once he gets
We'll see.
elected, the war and the conflict in Ukraine it would stop in 24 hours. These things are now starting to actually be played out, and none of what he's promised is actually working out.
We'll
As a matter of fact,
see.
and to be honest with you, I wasn't going to bash Donald Trump, but when you put Matt Gaetz as the Attorney General, I said we cannot have a P3DO as the top cop.
Oh, yeah.
After that, the gloves were back off
Okay,
again.
so
he's
let's
already
talk.
showing.
Let's talk
He's
about
already
corrupt.
showing. He's already making it very difficult to
Let's
work
talk
with
about
him.
a corrupt DOJ then, okay? You're sitting there hammering Matt Gaetz. You know nothing about Matt Gaetz. Okay?
I know enough.
No,
I don't
you
need to
don't. You don't
know
know
him.
anything.
I know enough.
You
I know enough.
very
Trump-
little because you're a Democrat. You don't like him because he's Republican. Guess what? We'll see if he does a better job than Garland. We'll see if he doesn't fix the corrupt DOJ.
So, what do you think about him? Having those relations with underage, and we got to keep it clean. This is TikTok. Is that enough to change your opinion?
Allegations are not crimes, by the way.
But what if they are
Otherwise,
true? What if they?
99%
But
of
if they?
everybody
But if
being
they
jailed.
are true, though, then what?
No, they're not.
No, but no. You see how I said,
They're
okay, fine.
allegations.
But if they are true, then what?
What do you mean, if they are true?
Yeah.
Hey,
Would you have a
what if
problem with
gas
it?
goes down to $2 a gallon when Trump gets in. Now
So
what?
again, I'm not getting any honesty now.
No. You're giving me hypotheticals constantly. This isn't about honest conversation.
If
I can
it
sit here and
is
do the
true-
same thing to you.
If it is true, you heard about Pete Hegseth, the person that he did what he did to, he ended up paying them. These are things that are coming out. The victims' attorneys were on the news and they explained exactly what Gates did too.
Let me get an honest opinion from you.
If you give me an honest answer, I'll give you an honest answer. How about that?
Okay, do you think there's a two-tiered justice system? Do you
Yeah.
think we have a corrupt DOJ?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm
Now,
glad
can
you
I
did
answer?
that
Can I get an
because
honest? Can I
that's
answer
what
my
Trump
question?
is
Can I
going
ask?
through.
Can I ask it? Can I? If Matt Gaetz really did this, then what? Since I answered your
Then
question,
he's gonna get convicted, or he's gonna go to trial. He's
should
gonna
he?
go
No.
through the process.
Should he be Attorney General?
If he's found to be liable, no, of course not.
Okay, but what does that then say about Trump picking him?
Well, it doesn't matter. People make mistakes all
It
the time.
doesn't
How many
matter. Got it.
CEOs
That's what I thought.
How many
That's what
CEOs pick people and they fire their VPs
Wow.
or they fire different people for what?
Woo!
You've ever been fired?
Listen. Yeah. I've been down
Okay,
that. I've
so
done
you
the
didn't do
walk
your
of
job,
shame.
You got fired, and guess what? The guy that hired you, he should step down because he hired you?
Hey, every
on, man.
situation needs to be evaluated. I don't really think you're getting what I'm trying to say, but I got to move on. All right, Predator.
Appreciate it.
This was a decent conversation. You didn't go off the rails, but you're terribly wrong. I'd encourage you to go look up America's dark past and really do
Come
your
on, man.
research about Americans' history. It's not going to be pretty these next 4 years. And by the way, as more evidence comes out, because Jack Smith is going to release that report, and hopefully you know what's going to be in there.
Okay, so
Evidence
Jack
of Trump's
Smith-
crimes. Evidence of Trump's crimes.
Yeah, okay.
I think the Republicans need to do the right thing and draft those articles of impeachment
Okay,
up. All right,
so
it's
before
time
I
to do
leave,
the
can I
right
say
thing.
something?
Go for it.
Jack Smith doesn't have a job. It's a fake job. He was put there by Biden. And guess what? Jack Smith is going to resign before Trump goes into office.
Yeah.
Okay? Because
Yeah.
it's a made-up position. That's all
Okay.
it is. And guess what?
Okay.
You admitted there's a corrupt DOJ. That explains everything. You
Right.
just answered 90% of the questions.
Well,
Okay.
sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. That's all I was saying.
really?
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and in this case with Donald Trump, we know what his crimes are. But don't worry,
He has none.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. All right, I
Hey,
gotta
your
move
opinion.
on. I gotta move on. All
Thanks,
right,
Juice.
ladies and
Appreciate it.
gentlemen. All right, that's Predator. What we'll do is obviously, him and I completely disagree. Jesus Christ.
See ya.
And definitely see ya. And unfortunately, sir, you're still possessed with the MAGA demon. All right, what you said definitely is not true, but I know a lot of people out there like what you said because they're possessed with the MAGA demon. So what I'll do is I'll toss you into the lake of fire. Hopefully this will get you straight. All right, let's get him in the lake of fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it. Translation?
You done lost your damn mind. And when you get your damn mind, you call me.
Somebody said that I got owned. How did I get owned? This is just a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of huffing and puffing. Nobody that actually is a reasonable human being. W Creative Inc. Studios. No one who's a reasonable human being thinks putting Matt Gaetz, and it's not even funny now that I think about it. No one in their right mind thinks putting a predator to run the DOJ is brilliant. And it shows a lot about how terrible Donald Trump is at making decisions. To the Trump supporters, I want you to watch this relationship between Donald Trump and his owner, Elon Musk, very closely because it's not going to end well. All right? You can already see Donald Trump is scared. If it wasn't for Elon Musk, Donald Trump would be sitting in a jail cell. There's just no way he would have won that election. All right. Elon. Well, listen. Elon is the richest person on the planet. If you could get a rocket to land the way Elon did, you all saw Elon get that rocket to land. Yeah, I said if you could get a rocket to land like that, you sure as heck could get a president like Donald Trump to land on your lap, right? You could get a president to land on your lap. Go ahead, Elon. Yeah. All right. Let's see. If there's a Trump supporter out there, go ahead, put a one in the chat. I'll definitely bring you right up here. I'll take care of y'all. Lower your taxes. All right. You know what we do over here? We drill, baby, drill. All right. All right. Put a one in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. All right. And you want to get up here and get it off your chest. Yeah, Tiffany, for the people, we're gonna drill, baby, drill because you know what? You know what's going to be so good about these next 4 years if Trump can make it without being impeached. Everything that's going wrong in the world, we'll be able to blame Donald Trump. And you Trump supporters, if y'all don't remember what happened last time he was in office, let me remind you about the pandemic. He's only gotten worse. He's only gotten worse. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Let me see up here. Let me see something real quick. Come on up here, my good friend. This is a good breather. Nutty, how are you doing? Good morning, Nutty. How are you doing, Nutty? Welcome to the show. Are you there, Nutty? Going once. Jesus Christ. I don't know where Nutty gets this internet connection from. Nutty, come on back. I'm waiting for it to patch through. Oh my goodness, Nutty, it's not working. It's not working. All right, Nutty, try again. What I'll do is I'll bring April up. I haven't heard. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, Karma. So sorry, Karma. Come on back, but I want to bring April up real quick. Come on, send another guest request, Karma. Come on back up. I'm so sorry. Nutty, fix your internet. Good morning, April. Send another guest request, Karma. I got you. Don't worry.
Okay, now to combat everything the ignorance just spouted up here on the platform.
Yeah, his name was Predator USA. And boy, oh boy, did he
Yeah.
live up to his name, right?
Yeah. So let's get started right off the bat. Let's talk about the immigration, the 11 million so-called illegal immigrants that are in this country, which I call them undocumented. Majority of those people came here legally with visas, green cards, so-and-so, and they let it run out.
Yeah.
That's what they're not understanding. Everybody's just not flocking in here, running through the sides. These people are here legally, but just became illegal. I don't know any other layman's term to put it. Another thing, Jack
Like
Smith,
Elon, someone put in the chat. Yeah, they should deport Elon because he was in here
he came
illegal.
here illegally.
Yeah,
Yep,
good call, good call. Thank you.
yep. And let's talk about the Jack Smith thing. USC code US 600C.
Oh.
It's the responsibility of the DOJ to put forth the special counsel.
I remember.
1994, Congress approved this measure. And there's nothing, they can say all they want. We know the truth.
Yeah.
We know it. And this man, you try to tell him about the immigrants who's going to accidentally, we can go to the Mexican Patriation Act that gathered everybody up just from the color of their skin.
Yep.
Ship
No lies detected. No.
1948.
Thank you, April.
1948. Took years for Americans to get back into the country because they thought they were going to save some money.
Thank you. Thank you.
And also then the big Eisenhower thing, the we're not going to say, we're just going to say WB, that they tried on that.
Yeah.
We know it happens. History repeats itself. And if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it.
April, what do you think about him saying he had a friend that was hiring people who weren't here legally and running a business? What do you think about that reality that's out here?
That's amazing that he says that, but he didn't turn the guy in. And that's the sole purpose. If they didn't have companies that would hire these people that are undocumented, where would they would have no reason to come here. So shouldn't these be the people we're going after? Shouldn't these be the people that we're targeting? Are the companies and his friend, and he just makes a brash judgment. He's not going and asking anybody for his papers. He doesn't know if they got work visas or anything. It's just profiling. We know the reason why the hate. We know. And it's stupid for us to think that, we're thinking any other means of, immigration because of this or that. No, we know the real reason.
Yeah.
And Stephen Miller, what about the denaturalization?
Yeah. Do you all understand this? She's telling the truth.
He was the part of the Jeff Sessions, Stephen Miller, Jeff Sessions, the one that separated all the families, y'all. Why now we have thousands of kids that can't connect with their families.
Isn't that something?
Stephen Miller done this because he's a white supremacist. He doesn't give a shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mama Zeus.
Got that, April. Got that. Let's go. But you're being honest, though, and that's what matters. It's time for more honest conversations like this that are honest and truthful. Notice to the Trump supporters, you see how I don't have to push back on nothing April is saying? This is what we're trying to help you understand. Somebody's right, somebody's wrong.
And we actually research. Zeus, I research like crazy.
You sure
documents.
do.
I read everything. And it doesn't matter what we like. It's not going to matter about the checks and balances.
Amen.
Congress, because he already stated if they don't put Matt Gaetz through, if they don't put him through, they're just going to go by the 1998 vacancy rule where Donald Trump can just place him there.
And I mean, what does he get? I mean, I know what he gets, but what does it say when you put a person that is reportedly to have been having relations with someone underage as the attorney general? What does that say? What is that saying about us as a country?
Well, he doesn't care about that. That doesn't care. It's fealty. It's not loyalty, Zeus. It's fealty. That's the bowing down to kings, worshiping whatever they say.
But I thought these folks were Christians. Remember?
Oh, Lord God Almighty.
That ain't Christ-like, is it?
Oh, God. Come on, Christians on the immigration. Read Leviticus 19:34. Come on.
That part.
I'm not even Christian, and I know the Bible.
Amen.
So it takes reading. Reading, everyone. If you want to live by the Bible, read the Bible.
Amen. Don't just be a sayer of the word. Be a doer. Live according to those scriptures.
It just makes me sad that This guy has no idea how
W.
Medicare,
Valerie. Thank you, Valerie.
how
Tell them.
Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, how they're not going to be affected. You can just look at the policies of the Republicans,
Yep. When you're
and
when
you
they're
see the cuts.
when their Medicaid gets cut, right, and all of this, all the benefits, their Social Security gets cut. What are you going to say to the Trump supporters, April?
Told you so. Told you so. I mean, we try to tell these people for 2 years. We told them, we presented Donald Trump. We can't help that they don't give a crap. They don't care, Zeus. They don't care that he's a essayer.
Yeah.
They don't care that he's a criminal. They don't care he's had a lifetime of corrupted criminal activities. They just don't care. They wanted to be right. They joined a clique and they wanted their team to win. That was the whole point. They didn't care what happened to you,
Desperate.
me, their neighbor. They didn't care about anybody but wanting to be right. They're on the right side,
Wow.
That's all it is.
And it'll be their own selfishness that leads to their demise. And so that's what we're going to do. But all right, April, I appreciate you. All
I
right.
appreciate you too, Zeus. But I just want to tell everybody that, stick with your communities. Stick with and protect your communities. You see someone coming in harm's way,
Yeah,
be there for them.
I will.
Because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need to band together for our fellow human beings here in America. We're gonna have to band together to protect them.
Amen.
That's all it's gonna be.
Amen. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, show April some love. A good, honest, hardworking American up here, just delivering the truth. All right.
Thank you, Zeus.
And this is what we need more people in America to do. Just be honest with the American people. All right. All right. And now we're back. All right. Now I need to talk to a Trump supporter. All right. You know where I stand on very critical issues. Now, April said something about being honest with your neighbor. I mean, being helpful. And I'll say this. I'll help you. I'll go above and beyond to help you. But no. You don't have to agree with me. If you want to come up here and talk to me, come on up here. Just put a 1 in the chat so I can see you. But I'm going to say this. If you come up here, if you go, you see these people on TikTok, I need help this month paying my rent and things like that. And sometimes I go, you know what? I got a big heart. But if I ask you, who did you vote for? And you say Donald J. Trump, I'm gonna go, you know what? You got to take that up with your daddy, all right? Because see, I don't want to interfere with the good Lord and the blessings He's giving you, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. All right, and you want to come up here and talk to Big Zeus? Don't worry, I'll take real good care of you. I'll get those taxes lowered and everything. Come on up here. Who do we got next? And I know this gentleman right here. I know this is someone that actually regrets voting for Donald Trump. Welding Texan, good morning. Welding Texan,
buddy. Good morning.
You regret voting for Trump, don't you?
Not at all, brother, man.
Let's be honest. I would imagine you're in Texas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. And these mass deportations that you've been dreaming about, you didn't quite think it would be as grand as it's about to be. Right?
It's gonna be good, brother.
Yeah. What do you say to all these people who are scared that they might, accidentally be deported because of this mass deportation? What do you say to them to at least give them some sort of comfort?
I mean, you can't comfort anything if nothing's happened, brother. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's let's see what time tells. I mean, that's if you're here illegally, then you're here illegally.
Yeah. Any words of encouragement? Like hypothetically, 2 people got the same name, both of them end up getting work, rounded up and then put in the back of a military vehicle.
That's Zeus. That's your typical scare tactics, bud. It's the same thing before the election happened. We had some conversations, and I told you let's see how the weeks coming up, how everything progresses and how things go.
Oh,
so look at where we're at now.
Okay, thank you, Sequina. Thank you. So you don't think it's going to be as bad as they're saying? I guess that's what you're saying, because the way that I'm describing it, you're saying is more on the fear mongering side.
No, at the end of the day, I mean, you got to give the man the chance, right?
No,
Same way
no,
we gave Biden and Kamala the chance the last 4 years to do what they did. I mean,
no. Honestly, you never gave Biden a chance. You guys beat him up ever since he got. I mean, you all worked so
oh, here we
hard.
go.
You even
Oh,
indicted
Zeus.
and convicted his
Oh, now
own
hey,
son.
but see, now the tides have changed, man. Your whole narrative has changed. That's the funny thing, because before Trump won, you were on here just bashing people, and then now it's all pity, poor us, you know.
Well,
I mean,
well,
man,
well. I'd be
that's the
crazy.
only reason why I got back on here was just to tell you you are a joke, man.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, do you feel
The
better?
stuff that you put out there, the hate that you put out there, like, you know,
Yeah.
karma. That's all I can say is karma, brother. Karma.
Well,
What happens, what comes around goes around, and you deserve everything coming your way, Zeus. I'll tell
do
you that
you
right now.
Welding? Do you think I honestly care what you think of me?
Oh, of course not, man.
Okay,
The only
well,
thing you
well,
do
do
is
me,
you use
well, do
people
us,
on this app to make your money. You're
do
just
it.
another one of them fucking people
Well,
that just sit on here and do
well.
nothing.
You don't got to curse. You don't got to curse. But
No,
honestly, you have to admit, I'm probably one of the most reasonable Democrats you know.
no,
If
definitely not.
and
My
if
wife is a Democrat. My wife's family are all Democrats. You're one of the Democrats that makes the party look bad. I'll be quite
how
honest.
how
I'll be quiet. Dude, your hateful narratives, man. You get on here and you just bash people. It's the same way whenever the fiery lake or whatever the hell you used to say. You
the
know,
lake of fire, the lake
the
of
lake
fire.
of fire, buddy. And that's what's funny to me, man. That's what's funny to me is now look where we're sitting.
I
Right
get it.
now,
I
what
get
you could
it.
do
I
is
get
sit on
it.
here and still spread your false narrative, allow people to come up onto this onto your live and tell them how they're wrong. I mean, man, that's the thing is for you to just think you're such a perfect person,
But
bro.
remember, I don't
It
remember.
baffles me.
Remember, you and I, we've already established. I could care less what you say about me.
Oh, and
So
that's fine.
let's not distract from what's important in this country. You can bash Zeus until you're blue in the face. Why don't you want to talk about mass deportations? Why are you doing all of this shucking and jiving and dancing around? And I know why. Because something tells me you just might be scared that it could affect you directly.
Bro, I live in Texas. Where do you live, Zeus? That's the thing. I know you won't say it. You never do.
I live I
What I'm
live in
saying is
I
you
live
you
in
don't know half the
I live in
issues. You don't know half the
California. Hold
issues.
on, Welding. I
You're in
live in California.
California?
Yeah,
That
so
makes sense.
that
It makes sense.
but can I
It
be on?
makes sense.
Can we
And
have an
where are
honest?
all of the good California people moving, man? Where are they moving to?
I,
Surprisingly. Where are they moving to? Texas. Why? Because they're tired of y'all's narrative, man.
I get it. I
It's a
get it.
joke.
I
It
get
is a
it.
joke.
I get it. You don't want to
What
talk
has
about mass.
California done for their people?
So
What
you
has
don't want to
California done
talk,
for their people?
sir. You don't want to talk mass deportations. You said enough. I get it. You don't want to bring it up because it hits home.
No, it's a good thing for home, bro. You
Yeah.
don't even know the first thing about it. Like look
Unpack
at the
it.
price of living in California. You tell me you live good. I guarantee you the reason why you live good now is
You
the
know,
fact that you have
he doesn't want.
you
Hey,
have 1,000 people on your lives every day sending you gifts. I mean, you're just as bad as the rest of them, bro. That's all it is for you is a handout.
okay. Well. Listen.
You
I'll
can
take
kick
the
me.
L.
You
I'll
can
take
get me
the
off
L.
this. All I want to say
I'll take the
is,
L. All right. I'll take the L. All right. All
I
right.
told you. The
Ladies and
people spoke.
gentlemen, this is
The
a person
people
that doesn't
spoke.
want to talk
The
mass.
people spoke.
He doesn't want to talk mass deportation because guess what? He knows it's going to hit very close to home. And this is the pattern that I've been noticing. When they don't want to talk about the issue, when they don't
kiss my ass.
yeah. When they don't want to talk about the issue, that means you got him, and he's cornered. He's terrified, and as he should be. And you said you didn't like the Lake of Fire, sir. Well, unfortunately, it's still part of the show. And guess what? I just threw you in it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's throw that angry Texan, wielding Texan, whatever his name is. We're gonna toss him into the Lake of Fire. Let's go ahead and give him a round of booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk
Thank
about
you.
it.
It's me,
Translation.
Gen X.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
See, the problem here is you can bash Zeus all you want. I was wrong. Kamala didn't win. But we're not getting anywhere when we play identity politics. The issues, all right? What I want to talk about, sir, is mass deportation If you can talk about it, we can talk about the tariffs. All right. I want to talk about my utility bill being cut in half. I want to talk about the issues. Now, let's just be honest. I can say whatever I want about your cult leader. He's only got 4 years. He can't run again. So this little thing you guys are celebrating, it's going to be over as quick as it started. All right. Everything. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be over. I do not have to dial it back because guess what? Donald Trump can't run again. So what I want to know though is why didn't you want to talk about mass deportations? That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. They don't want to talk about mass deportations. All right. If you're a Trump supporter, please put a 1 in the chat. Don't worry. I'll bring you up and I'll lower those taxes. Don't worry. We'll drill, baby, drill. But you got to be willing. You got to be willing to actually talk about these issues that are going to affect everyday Americans. A lot of people understand when you deport millions and millions of people, that's a direct blow to the workforce. That's going to involve separating families. That's going to involve rounding up innocent Americans. That's just going to be what happens. And if we have our way, he's going to run for the next 8 years. Come on up here, Homer. Come on up here. This is what I'm talking about right here. People are still in denial. Homer, come on up here. All right. Who do we have next? Okay, Nunya. Come on up here, Nunya. Come on up here, Nunya businessman. You said it's false. Tell me why it's false. I have no reason, ladies and gentlemen, to get out here. I have no reason to get out here and lie. All right. And the blowout that they keep trying to say happened on election night, it's not really a blowout. Half of America believe Donald Trump still is a criminal. And we know he is. And guess what? That's why I said there's going to be these articles of impeachment drafted up in very short order. Just look at his cabinet picks. All right. Just look at his cabinet picks. Oh my gosh, look at that. I got so many people that want to come up here. Okay, let me see. Who do I got next, ladies and gentlemen? Who do I have next? Glass Slipper. Good morning. W. Lisa, thank you so much for the subscription. Glass Slipper, are you there?
Hey, morning. Sorry, I'm on my burner account. I'm in charge of my other phone.
Okay.
I don't have no content.
Okay, fair enough. What brings you to the show?
Well, I want to talk about the mass deportation. I voted for Trump. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat.
Okay, I can work with this. You're going to have you're going to give us an honest perspective on why you support those mass deportations, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Michigan.
All right,
Detroit,
shout out.
Metro.
All right, shout out to this, and this is what I really want to do. I don't really want to get into the bashing of each other because that's a dicey game. But if you all right, but if you could actually speak to the real issue in terms of why this was a very important thing for you, or whatever the issue was, that would be very helpful.
Well, I'm like this, brother Zeus. That's
Yeah.
how you pronounce. I pronounce it right.
Yeah, you good.
So I'm not well endowed in policy, but I'm great at common sense. The separations of family. You got to look at.
There's a lot of noise in the background. Is that okay? Are you able to get somewhere where?
I'm at work. So let me get in the car right quick. So, okay, can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, if a person gets locked up with his kid in the car, they're gonna be separated.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
If you do a minuscule crime as to steal a candy bar, you're gonna go to jail and you're gonna get separated from your family.
Not for a candy bar. Now that's a little serious right there.
Okay, anything over 100. We just say anything over 100, you're going to jail for a non-violent crime. You're going to jail. You're gonna be separated from your family.
Okay, I'm following the logic. I'm trying to do that, but that's absurd to put somebody and separate them for a candy bar.
I mean, it's facts. It's simple. So, if you're over here illegally, if you're over here undocumented, if you're undocumented, then you shouldn't be over here. It's just period. You know, if you reverse it, brother, if you reverse it, I can't go to another country and do the same thing that they come over here and do. You know,
I
reset, hit the reset button. You go back and you come back right.
But
You
somebody
know,
over here,
America.
you've been in this country for a while, and I understand you're a person of color, but somebody over here is benefiting from this. And I had a guest up here saying his friend is actually looking to hire people that fit that description for the business he's running so that he can profit. So, supply and demand is in effect, right?
And I understand. I understand where you're going. So this my thing too, bro. I understand that, but this my thing. Americans get mad at the simplest thing as if we was in the grocery store and I cut in front of you, you would. I'm pretty sure you would be mad.
Yeah.
We get mad at the simplest stuff as somebody cutting in front of us in a parking space, right? A parking space, and it ain't legal to cut in front of nobody in a parking space. We get pissed off about something simple.
Or
We
we
not
get
pissed off.
angry. We get angry about people being in the country that are just trying to find a better way of making it, in their life because they might have been escaping some very terrible conditions. I mean, we get mad at weird stuff in this country, wouldn't you say?
You're right. I agree with that. I agree with that, and I agree with that. And it's unfortunate that a person that came over here illegally and that built a family, built a home, but and they doing right. They never got in trouble. But my thing is, we let's not just focus on one thing. That's good. They built a family and all that. They doing good. But
But they're not here
the fact
legally.
is, they not here legally. But let's take it broader. I lived in California. I lived in Sacramento, California 2 years ago. Oh
Hmm.
man, I thought homeless people was had it worse in Michigan. When
W.
I looked
Rick.
up in
Thank you,
Sacramento,
Rick.
when I looked up in Sacramento and I seen all them homeless people, and then about 2.5 months ago, the two
But
Democratic
brother, but
senators,
but can I
the
ask an
two
honest
Democratic.
question?
Go ahead.
What do people in this country that are illegal, how do they directly impact your way of living? Because some have said, you go out, you eat any fruits and vegetables.
Oh, I know where you're going with that. You saying that they make up the mat. They do all the farming. You saying that
I
illegal
mean, there's
do
there's
all the farming.
construction, there's landscaping. I mean, somebody needs to do these kind of jobs. And when you hear Donald Trump say things like this,
They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
one can't help but connect the dots. And I'm like you, I'm a down to earth person. I think Donald Trump, to me, is saying he believes black people should be out there picking those vegetables. We should be out there, doing that back breaking work.
Well, okay. Well, let me say this,
And,
Zeus.
and
As
are
far as
you
what you
are
said,
you are you willing to do that? For Donald Trump?
you asking me, am I willing to go
Because you
to
get
a
rid of
farm?
yeah. Are you
I
willing to
mean,
go to a farm and
if
pick?
I had if I had no other choice, yeah. If I had no other choice, but
Well, well,
I
well, well.
have
Okay, well, we're kind of heading in that way. So, and the reason that I say that, and because let's just say you take out, he's talking about mass deportations in the millions. He said 11. Maybe he gets maybe 2 or 3 million. Now you got farms that need to have people work on them. Don't you kind of see that there's a pecking order in this country, and
okay, okay.
that most likely, like if it came down to okay, you get rid of them, who are the citizens now that are going to get out there and do that back-breaking work? Who do,
The same citizens that been doing it before they got there. So listen,
who are
let me
those?
tell you this.
Who were those citizens, if you don't mind? Because
I'm,
you
I'm
are
about to I'm about to give you an example. I'm about to give you an example. So Google Stuttgart, Arkansas, right?
uh-huh.
That's where my roots are from. Stuttgart, Arkansas is the rice and duck capital of the world. Stuttgart, Arkansas.
Hmm.
Um,
But you're not answering the question though. You know what you did, right?
you just said who? You said who gonna do it? I'm answering it,
What
and I'm getting to
demographic?
it. What you mean?
Because there was a period in American history where black folks had those
I'm about
jobs,
to.
right?
There's not a lot of immigrants that's doing the farming in Stuttgart, Arkansas, brother. It's
But you're
whites and blacks.
okay, but that's not really speaking to the larger population. Let's be general, sir. I don't like going down rabbit holes
I
and
just
finding
said
these little
I
exceptions.
just I just
Let's be
told you
honest.
that Stuttgart.
Let's be
I've
honest.
just told.
Let's
I'm
be
being
honest,
honest.
brother.
If you let me explain to you, I just
Okay.
said you can Google it. Stuttgart, Arkansas is the rice and duck capital of the world. You talking, I'm saying the world, man. You Google it. Google it, brother.
But that doesn't speak volume. That doesn't speak to the general situation that's out here. All right. You know what happened in
Okay, can I
America's
say this
past.
too?
So you know
Can
about
I say
slavery?
this? Then?
Do you know about slavery in this country?
How we get to slavery? I thought we were talking
Well,
about mass.
because that's where because when you get rid of those people that are out there doing that work, and you said we're gonna have the people who used to do it, then you know where we're going.
Okay, brother. Okay, look, can I say this then,
And
brother?
Trump said black jobs, so you can't. He didn't say what you're suggesting. You know exactly. And my concern is this, sir. I think deep down inside, you kind of are starting to have second thoughts about this vote for Donald Trump thing. And
No, I'm not.
as much hatred as you have for immigrants, I think that somewhere along the way, you
I never
also
said I had hatred. Brother, don't put that in my mouth. I never said I had hatred for immigrants. Right now, I work for a Spanish person.
doing what?
I manage a detail shop, brother.
Okay. So you work for a Hispanic person, and
And he's over here illegally. He's over here legally.
he's over here legally.
Been over here for over 20 years, man. Legally.
Do you have any resentment towards him for that, or because this is
No, man. Listen to me, brother. Listen, I've been working for this man, uh, uh, with the exception of the 2 years I lived in Sacramento. I've been working for this man since 2017. I worked for a black person, man, at a detail shop. I've been doing detailing for over 20 years. The black person I work for effed over me, man. I've been dealing with this guy since 2017, man, and he pays me well, man.
wow.
So I don't have no resentment against no Latinos or no Mexicans or no Cubans. I have resentment towards people who are over here illegally. Let me expound on that. Arabs in Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, has the largest Arab community in all of the United States. If you go to every corner, I'm talking about one block to one block, Arabs own all the liquor
Do you
stores. They
resent
own
them? Do
all.
you resent them?
No. Let me finish, brother. Let me finish. Let me finish my point.
This,
They
this is sad. Race relations in the
let,
United
let me
States
finish my
is
point,
something.
brother.
This is sad. This is sad.
Can
Go
I
for
finish my
it.
point, brother?
Yeah.
Let me finish
I
my
don't
point.
even know where you're
I'm gonna
going with
make it
this, but I
quick.
think I know where you're
I,
going.
I'm
This is
about to.
sad.
I'm about to show you where I'm going. If you let me finish, they own all the liquor stores from block to block, all the grocery stores, right? But but they over here legally. They over here legally, man. They did it the legal way. And these are Arabs, man,
How do you know that?
because they own liquor stores. They can't buy no store, no grocery stores, and they over here illegally. You know how hard it is to get a liquor license and you're an American?
Wow. Wow. So you just assume things, and here we are. This is where we're at right now. And this is my concern for you. You're making a lot of generalizations about people based on what you can see without really being able to actually verify how these things are actually operating. Right? And you're
thought we was
not
talking about
leaving.
mass.
Yeah,
I
because
thought
they
we was
could
talking
get,
about mass
honestly, they could
deportation.
get, when I say innocent Americans, they could also be included in mass deportations. There's people who come here and they stay beyond the length of their visa. All right. I mean, you have a perception of life, of this world, that
I don't disagree with that. I don't
Oh,
disagree with
okay,
that, man.
so you have a perception of life where you walk around and you automatically assume who you believe should be able to stay here legally and who shouldn't be. And I'm trying to help you understand that's a pretty selfish way of looking at things. It's also not really it just shows you're
Nah,
very limited. It shows you're very limited in terms of how you understand things in the world, right?
that's not what I
And
that's not what I said, and that's not
well,
what
it comes
I'm saying. I'm
it
talking about illegals. I'm not
but
talking
you
about
can't
legally people. I'm talking about illegals, man.
but
Illegals.
I've asked you very clear. I said, how have people who are here illegally negatively impacted you? You've not been able to give me a real clear answer. And the second thing is, let's just be honest. Are
They
you let
haven't
me let's
impacted
just
me personally.
let's
They
well
haven't impacted me personally. They impact the people that's been over here homeless. Like there's a lot of homeless
sir.
people that's served in the service.
Okay, but
They
sir,
impacting those people.
sir,
Not
this
me
is
personally. I'm
yes,
just one
sir,
person.
sir. This is why I'm asking you to really reconsider. There's people out here that are hiring these people, and I had a guest that just came up here and said that. You are also understanding that there's some people out here that are picking the fruits, doing this labor, right? Working in construction. There are people out there that may be here illegally, but they're getting paid to do this work. That has a direct benefit for you. When you go there and you buy your groceries, you don't ever connect the dots and say somebody had to help make this possible. That's why I'm getting it for the price I'm getting it. You have not connected those dots. And that's to me bizarre, especially
I don't
because,
understand.
huh? It's like,
I
for
don't
instance,
understand how you
it's like,
saying that's
okay,
bizarre, bro.
okay, it's like, for instance, slavery happened, and one of the crops blacks used to have to pick was cotton, right? It would
Absolutely.
it would be the equivalent of somebody purchasing a T-shirt and not connecting the dots that somebody had to pick the cotton.
So what I hear you saying is that you don't agree with mass deportation or deportation. Didn't Obama
Wait, no.
deport 8 million?
Wait a
Didn't he
second.
deport 8 million? Why y'all ain't talking about that? What about the 8 million he sent back?
You
Nobody
know,
talking about that though. Y'all
sir,
ain't pitching a be about that. Y'all not pitching a
sir,
be about that.
sir, with all due respect, I don't want to bring up nobody else because whether we like it or not, Obama got 2 terms, was not impeached. He did his job. He's not even relevant. Joe Biden is on
But
his way
we
out of
talking
here.
about
We're
mass
talking.
deportation. We
I'm
talking about
talking.
mass deportation, and he deported 8 million. But you don't want to talk about that.
No, I actually had you cornered, and I just wanted you to acknowledge that
Why don't you want to talk about the 8 million that he deported?
because that's irrelevant right now.
Why is it irrelevant?
Obama's not even relevant to be president.
Why is it irrelevant that he deported 8 million
I can't do it.
illegals?
Listen.
But it's relevant for Trump.
Listen. You wouldn't believe me even if I gave you an answer. I want you to just honestly think to yourself. When you go out here, look at how you might be benefiting from people who are here, as you said, illegally. The fact that you can't see it tells me when it all goes down, you're going to be going, how did this happen? And that's the concerning part. You can't sit back. You can't sit back and say it's not having an impact on you now, and you can't sit back and say it won't have an impact on me. It's going to have an impact on you. You're going to see it in ways you couldn't imagine.
Before they started coming over here, right? And who was doing the farming? You don't think that we can you think that it's all gonna crumble down if they do a mass deportation? That we ain't gonna be able to get no fruits and vegetables, and ain't nobody gonna take them jobs. Come on, man.
I didn't say that, sir. But when I asked you the question about,
they're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people.
I want you to understand, it's going to be people like you in those fields. You're going to be first in line. And I don't want to say it that way because it sounds blunt and it sounds very direct.
Why do you say that? Explain that to me, because I don't understand.
It'll be people like you because let's look at your your work experience, right? Do you have any experience, doing other kinds of work besides car detailing?
I do.
Like what?
I used to be a tree trimmer. I used to
Yeah. So
plant
you would
plant.
so
I
to
have a
me,
knowledge about planting. Um,
no, I get it,
I
and
forgot the
again,
term, but I used to be a what you call it
you've been out there,
cut grass
you've
and
been out
all
there in
that,
the
and
fields.
plant flowers and all that.
You've been out there in the fields before. Let's be
Well,
honest.
I'm on the cotton field. Well, I see it like this, Zeus. Anytime you work for somebody, you in the cotton field.
Okay. So, but let's be honest. Between you and maybe somebody who works in the office, that position needs to happen. Who do you think is most likely going to be qualified to get it?
Which
The
one? You talking about? You talking
the
about the farming job
yeah,
or the
yeah.
office?
The office job. You have two people. One, this farming job needs to get done. You have a person that used to be a tree trimmer detailing vehicles, or you have this person that's never been in the field, but mainly been in the corporate, places. Who do you think is most likely going to end up getting that farming job?
The cheapest, the one that they pay the cheapest.
Which would be in this case the person that's pretty much been in the fields.
That can be any race, brother.
That'd be most likely it'd be you.
Why would you say me?
Taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs.
You black?
I'm black.
That's a job for you.
So you think in the detail business is it's not a black job or a black job?
That could be a black job. That could be a black job, but you have what?
I have $8,000 in just equipment, brother, and I don't even have to manage this detail shop. I can create my own job. I do detailing on the side, so I don't know. I don't understand what you're talking about. I have to be in the field.
Well, I'm saying if we get rid of the people who are in the fields doing that work now, somebody got to pick those strawberries, right? Somebody got to pick those whatever you got. You got oranges, somebody is going to have to do it.
And
we agree. We agree on that, correct? Okay. Now, between you and let's say a person that's been in corporate all their life, I'm unfortunately having to say to you, sir, you are going to be the person that they're going to say needs to do that job. You're a black person and you're a black man in America.
So you saying there's something wrong with the job? That's what I hear what you saying.
No, I'm just saying get yourself together because you might have to if they actually pull this mass deportation off. Because people still gotta eat. And yeah, we understand you detailing, but we need you to get out here because you got tree trimming experience. Get on out here and help us feed the country. It's the American thing to do.
Yeah, you being funny, Zeus, but it's all good, man. I ain't mad at you, man. But listen, as long as people buying cars, man, I'm never gonna be out of no job.
Okay, well, listen, I know you got to get back to work, and I appreciate it. But didn't that reality scare you a little bit, though, to know that there's a chance they might end up having to crack the whip and get you back out there in that field?
Not at all, man.
I hope so, because if this country ends up doing those mass deportations, I just want you to understand you'll definitely be on top of the list in terms of getting back out there on that field. You have the experience.
Why? Because I didn't tell you I have a degree in anything. You think that?
No, it had nothing to do with the degree. It just I asked you what is your experience, and you said this is what I've done. This is what I'm done. You don't got to be a rocket scientist to see you could actually get out there and help fill the gap. And unfortunately,
so you can do the same thing. Then if you putting it off of me, you can do the same thing.
I've never done what you do.
You black?
No. I've never done what you did. I've never done no tree trimming and stuff like that. I don't do what you do. You're actually real good to be out there. All right, brother? Now, I look forward to hearing from you shortly in short order, right? I do believe you're going to reflect and think about this conversation.
I'm not mad at you, brother. I appreciate you bringing me up. I'm not mad at you. I know you're trying to slick talk me and try to subordinate my character. But you don't know me, man. Like I said, brother,
This was
I
an
got
honest
$8,000 in
conversation.
equipment, man. I do side detailing and I work, man. So
Okay.
you trying to subordinate my character, man? It don't mean up to killer bees, man.
Sir. Come on now. I have not done anything to try to subordinate your character. All I've asked you to do is just be honest and transparent with me about what you truly understand. And that's it. And you and I both have to agree, you get rid of these people, somebody's got to do the work. And between you and I, yeah, you're right. You most likely got to get out there in that field. Because I don't got the
So
experience you got.
people can't do it? Why the homeless people can't do it?
Wait. They weren't a part of the equation. They weren't a part of the equation, brother. We were talking.
Somebody.
No, okay.
Somebody.
This is why.
They're taking black jobs.
This is why. Listen. This is why.
They're taking black jobs.
Listen, sir. Listen.
They're taking black jobs now.
That's why we were talking black jobs. That's why
What
I
do you
didn't.
think about your homeless people? What do you think about your homeless people, Zeus?
Sir, I gotta move on to our next guest.
Tell me about your homeless people. What you think about your homeless?
We gotta
people,
help
man?
them. We gotta figure out a way to help them. All right.
Sound like you more for the illegals than the homeless, man.
No. Don't try to start that up. I gotta move on. All right, brother. Now come on back.
Okay, but I appreciate
All right,
it,
come
bro.
on back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and give Glass Slipper. You know what? We're gonna give a round of applause. All right. That was tough. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. These are real conversations that we're hearing. All right. This is where I say part of the reason the Democrats didn't win people over is we never really wanted to hear stuff like this, but this is the stuff that's going on in this country, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you, we got a long ways to go. Red Lady Red, why is this a joke? Red Lady Red, excuse you? Now, you and I have talked several times, Red Lady Red. Why is this a joke to you? What? Why is this a joke, Red Lady Red? Am I not being fair? Am I not keeping it real with my folks out here? I mean, yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people sitting here going, Zeus, what is going on? So let's go ahead and get some sanity in the live. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. How are you doing?
Good morning, Zeus. How are you?
I'm all right. I am all right. Boy, oh boy, we got quite the electorate out here, right?
Man. Zeus, I don't even know what to say about the last guest. You know, we got to start doing better with educating ourselves and understanding things. I think I heard him say something about he had $8,000 in equipment.
Yeah.
$8,000 is not a lot of money, sir. That's not a lot of money. It's not. It's not enough to withhold a business, to withstand a business, to even acclimate. Like, you put that out there like you was balling, like you big bank. Big bank balling over there.
Wow.
And that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
Well,
so you gotta keep some of those kind of things to yourself. Work on yourself.
I mean, he was being honest though, right? And to his defense, that's success. That's success in his defense, Miss Morningstar.
But see, that's the problem though, Zeus. We gotta stop undercutting ourselves as a community. You know, we have to start looking past, the smaller things, because a lot of these big corporations or a lot of these businesses, when they hire some people on, you may have a great talent. You may be very useful, resourceful, and they undercut you, they underpay you. I mean, if you're that talented, you should be looking into opening up your own Black-owned business or, minority-owned business and getting into, the thick of it and doing the right thing, right?
Yeah.
Getting you a LLC, working on that, trying to do something positive for yourself instead of just settling. And then you worried about the wrong thing. You're worried about immigrants. You worried about the wrong thing. They not affecting your life. The people that come over here to work and do, make a better living for themselves, they're not here to, take your job. I mean, that narrative has been put in y'all head, unfortunately. The narrative that, like you said, want to come over here and take black jobs. They can't take my job, what I do. They could never work my job. My job is very complex. What I do for a living, it's leadership positions, and it's things you have to work to get to. It's not
Amen.
something that's just handed to
So
you.
you're saying you ain't getting out there and doing what he might have to do?
Yeah, I ain't picking no fruit. I ain't picking shit. I ain't picking nothing.
This is, I mean, but this is
It
this
ain't
is
happening, Zeus.
but this is what I was trying to help him understand, and I think he understood it. He didn't like it, but somebody got to do this
Yeah.
work. Somebody got to do this work.
Yeah, and if he got a little bit of that on his resume, I mean, with the tree planting, who you think gonna be the first one they call?
Him?
When they need these jobs, they gonna call him.
Yeah.
But no, I don't act like nobody can do my job. What I said
He's
is
still
that
here.
it takes experience to do my job. You have to learn stuff to do what I do. You can't just walk into the role that I am in. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, Zeus, I just wanted to just talk about how everything's been going on in this climate. I've been listening to your
Okay.
lives and
Okay.
the different people coming up, and I see, they on that they really in that FIFO stage
Talk
where,
him.
they they still going through it. I see you still have to throw a lot of people in the lake of fire because they still don't get
Unfortunately,
it. Yeah.
I mean, but what I'm trying to help them understand is let's not debate who Trump is or Kamala was. Look, we don't need to talk about that. Let's really get into these issues that are coming down the pipe, right? Whether it's the
Yeah.
mass deportations, you want to talk tariffs, you got businesses not giving their employees bonuses now, right? And all of these
Right.
things.
That's real.
Let me ask you a question. Has your utility bill came down at all?
No, it has not. And I've just been waiting for the elect guy to go ahead and stop the war in
Yeah.
Ukraine. He said he would do it before his inauguration. And I mean, time is a ticking. What are you doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything. And then he's picking all these clowns as cabinet members. It's really it's real odd. It's real odd what he's doing. But he's
Donald,
doing exactly what he said he was gonna do.
Donald, he's not in office, but he did say when he wins the election, it'll be done in 24 hours. So we can ask these questions and we can demand accountability.
Yeah, we can. We could demand accountability. We have the right to, right? We're citizens. We're American citizens. This is
Yeah.
what he told us he was going to do. And then I'm trying to figure out too, Zeus,
Yeah.
earlier Straight Facts had a nice collage of melanated people that, fought pretty damn hard for him.
Yeah.
And they haven't been selected to be in the cabinet. What's going on with that?
Well, they're finding out the hard way. They're not getting those office jobs. They're probably going to be eligible for a lot of the field work, though. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're gonna be eligible for that fruit picking because they're gonna need somebody to do it.
Yeah.
And they look like the perfect candidates. I guess he's getting them, warmed up and ready for that
There-
job.
Yeah.
They definitely ain't get the cabinet positions that they were hoping and selling out for. They were
Yeah.
selling out big time. And
Am I right, lady?
still
Red
ain't
Lady
got
Red?
it.
Red Lady Red. Am I right? What about Tim Scott and Byron Donalds?
Yeah, Red
Can-
Lady Red. What about them?
He has a very diverse cabinet, but they seem to not ended up in the cabinet so far. So that's something I would like for you to look into, Red Lady Red, because
I'm
that
trying
would
to
make.
figure out what's taking so long.
All right. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, listen, Morning
But
Star.
no, Zeus, that's all I wanted to come up
Okay.
and say. I haven't talked to you since the election. I've
Oh.
just been trying to get in here, and I just wanted to, put my 2 cents in. Me and DJ Kitty, I know she told you, we
Yeah.
actually are working on there's an app there's a website that's live called Our Plugs.
Okay.
So
How do you
that
spell
is where
our
my-
plugs with the S? Plugs.
Yes, with that S. OURPLUGS plugs.
Okay.
Ourplugs.com. And guys, anybody who has a minority business or black owned business, get on there and go ahead and list your business. It's time for us to go ahead and put that $1.7 trillion back into our community and help each other out. 'Cause
Amen.
These times are trying. It's a lot of businesses out here, a lot of things you can learn. It's going to be offering a whole bunch of opportunities for people who want to open up businesses. So check it out, ourplugs.com.
Ourplugs.com, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
you know what to
right.
do. Go there and
Do
have
it.
a blast. All right.
And get in the directory, guys. All right, Zeus, you have a good day, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Miss Morningstar. No lies detected. I see you, CC. It's your birthday. We're going to have that conversation too, or the pup's birthday. All right, if you're a Trump supporter, ladies and gentlemen, please put a 1 in the chat. These are some very interesting conversations. You know, I'm starting to think that a lot of the Trump supporters, they're not really processing the outcomes of this election the way that they should be. All right, yeah. We lost, the Democrats lost, but if you look at the score, it was 76-73. That's not a blowout. That's not a blowout from where I'm from, all right? I'm just being honest with you. All right. Get those knee pads ready. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter, all right? I'm looking at the time. We don't got all morning to do this same song and dance, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I'm probably one of the fairest hosts, all right? I'll hear you out. And I'll push back when I feel I need to actually push back. But I'm starting to understand that a lot of no, alter ego. I'm talking about the number of people who voted. All right, he had 76 million. She had 73 million. That's why I say 76-73. But I get what you're doing with the electoral college. All right, that's what I meant. It wasn't a spectacular blowout like he's suggesting. So when you start talking about the will of the people, I'm like, yeah. 73 million people still think this guy is guilty and a terrible person. And he has to be the president for not just those who he, won, but those that other half. And that's going to be a very difficult tightrope to walk, in my opinion. Biden tried it, and you saw Biden got eaten up like you can never believe it. They even drafted articles of impeachment up on President Biden. You have no evidence of crime, but that's how he got eaten up. So I said to myself, if they did that to President Biden, oh yeah, things are not going to be a cakewalk for Donald Trump, especially when more information is going to be coming out, especially, Jack Smith is going to be releasing that report. All right. Be on the lookout for that report, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I feel like anyone who is not white isn't safe. Zeus hasn't been right yet. Law guy, come on up here, law guy. Come on up here and talk to Big Zeus. Come on up here and talk to Big Zeus, law guy. You just can't say things in the comment section, all right? And don't think that I'm not going to ask you to come on up here. Williams Steed 89. Come on up here. I'm having honest conversations with regular Americans. Biden called half of Americans despicable. Dino, cut it out. Seriously, you can't say that, all right? Yeah, 50.2% is far from a blowout. Trump is your president, Donald Shroom. All right. I mean, thank you, alter ego. All right. Let me see. Who do we have next in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, there he is, my good friend Nutty Professor. Hopefully this account works. Nutty. Trump said way worse. I completely agree. All right, Nutty, welcome back, brother.
Hey, so good morning to you first of all. But there's a couple comments that I wanted to make with the previous guest that you had on here, the one that you had a very long conversation with.
The brother?
I think his name was Predator.
Oh, Predator USA, yeah.
No, Predator.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
So there's a couple things that I want to say to all Trump supporters. Stop acting as though you care about the law. You do not care about the law. Stop trying to call people illegal and say that they broke the law when you literally voted for a convicted felon. Stop telling me someone's breaking the law when you literally voted for someone who was adjudicated and found liable for SA. Stop telling me about the law when you care nothing about the law. Stop it. And for you to say he was not convicted, the devil is a lie.
Amen.
I don't care if it was state charges. A conviction is a conviction. He was found guilty on all 34 accounts.
He said,
and for the brother who just left here, I don't know how you could subordinate somebody's character.
Stop it, Nutty.
You make us look bad. I don't care. You make us look bad. Zeus, I'm going to need you to go get your great uncle and tell him to sit down somewhere and to read a book and to stop trying to sound educated, which he is not. And furthermore, sir, President Obama did not deport 8 million people. He deported 2.5 million people.
Just add the 2 and carry the 5. You know how you did that.
You are not entitled to your own set of facts. It is easily proven. You know, there's a little search engine called Google. You can even use DuckDuckGo. You can use several search engines, and you can just plug in how many people did President Obama deport.
Well, it felt like 8 million. It felt like 8 million to him, Nutty. Come on now.
Well, you know what? Keep it clean, because Mama's listening. Keep it clean. So anyway, I want to go back to Predator. You know what? You have a great name because you are a predator. You are a predator because things that I heard you say that Zeus brought up to you, and you're like, good. So I don't care. You are a predator, my guy. And the fact that you notice how he flipped the script on you, Zeus, because instead of blaming the people who are hiring undocumented workers,
right,
they want to blame the undocumented worker for working. But isn't this the same party that tell you we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and stop getting government handouts?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't this the same party?
Yeah, it is.
But yet these people are working. They're working, and you want to demonize them when you need to be demonizing the company, the businesses who are hiring them. Again, breaking the law. But you notice how he said, oh, he's a Democrat. He's a Democrat. First of all, the devil is a lie. You just wanted to walk that back because you were like, oh, cap. I just told on myself. I just told all of America that I have a friend who's a Republican and who voted for Donald Trump that's abusing the system, who is actually making a mockery of the system by hiring undocumented workers. And sir, these people who are undocumented, they are indeed American citizens. I'm going to need all of y'all to understand that America is a continent.
Yeah.
So when you say they aren't Americans, you are a liar. They are Americans.
Thank you, Nutty. Thank you, Nutty. You know you just updated his software. You just tied his shoes, Nutty. You just tied his shoes. Isn't it sad?
I'm sick of these devils. I'm sick of these devils.
Yeah, but why do you think why is there a disconnect?
We want to take on Donald Trump, America first. I agree. America first. Let us all, Central, Middle, South America, North America, let us all come together and be one people. Sure. So America first, Donald Trump, you're correct. America first. America first. Have a good day, Zeus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no, Your Majesty, oh. You're sick of me? Come up and say it to my face, homie. Because what y'all do, y'all stay in these comments.
They do.
And y'all say all sorts of vile, nasty things in the comments, but come up and say it to our face so you can get dog walked. So I can take you and put you back in your mama's womb so she can go ahead and swallow instead of giving birth to you.
Oh, Nutty! It's so easy. It's so easy. I don't know why he's so obsessed with you, Nutty. I don't know why, but he loves you or something. I don't know. He got some weird obsession. Ladies and gentlemen, W in the chat for Nutty Professor. We don't need to play identity politics, MAGA. All right, so keep it about the issue, you Trump supporters. I see a lot of Trump supporters in the chat are very, very upset with the way that I'm running my live. Well, maybe you didn't hear me at the beginning of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Yeah, so to the Trump supporters, the door is still open. If you need a place to go, Putin needs you, get on out of here, all right? Don't worry, the Democrats are going to take care of business. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to lower your taxes. Am I right? Yeah, scroll on, MAGA. That's a good one. Yeah, W Nutty in the chat. I mean, I have to be the voice of reason as much as possible, even though I'm a Democrat, all right? But Nutty does an outstanding job, really. Not just Nutty, but several others. They get up here and they say what needs to be said, because to the Trump supporters out there, I don't know how else to give it to you. I don't know how else to wake you up and help you understand you're on the wrong side of the issue. All right, if you're a Trump supporter, please put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right up and we'll finish up these conversations. And then you want me to lower the taxes, Ange? I'll do that, all right? We'll drill, baby, drill, right, kid dog? Put a 1 in the chat if you're somebody says you don't need to wake them up. You know what? You're right. You're right. All right, there he goes. Trap. Come on up here, Trap. Trap, I sent you an invite, champ. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Good morning. Trap.
Your president just started World War III.
Okay. What does that got to do with the price
That's
of rice?
exactly why we didn't vote for Kamala and Joe Biden again.
Well, your mic is super loud. How did he start World War III? I'm confused.
Look at the news.
What did it say?
He just gave the okay for Ukraine to launch U.S. missiles into Russia.
That's old.
No, it's not. It just happened.
That came out, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? I think that came out
I'm outta here.
That came out 2 days ago. Yeah. I don't know where you just... That's old news, right, ladies and gentlemen? Old news. He got up here, acted like he had some brand new information. Sir, you're 2 days out of the loop. Red Lady Red, you're 2 days out of the loop. Woo! I'm glad you came over here and I let you know that's old news. Don't go anywhere else on TikTok acting like that's brand new information, all right? And for the record, Joe Biden didn't invade Ukraine. Putin did. So he didn't start a thing, all right? Again, make sure you understand the issue before you weigh in on it, all right? And I just did you a favor, right? Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll lower your taxes, and we're going to continue to drill, baby, drill. Can I get an honest Trump supporter up to come up here? Somebody that's actually informed about what's going on. Don't come up here with two days later and say, Joe Biden just started a war, sir. What? You know, if the war would have started, my phone would have been going off. I would have had all kinds of alerts. People would have been coming up saying, Zeus. Sir, really, seriously. Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, Ukraine is one of our allies. They don't get this. An honest Trump supporter doesn't exist. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I want to talk to somebody that at least has the conviction to come up here and just let us know what's going on. And good morning. Oh my gosh, that background is wild. You okay? That background is wild. Thank you. Donald Shroom. I do what I want. You know, when you're Zeus, you can do whatever you want. Quit asking questions.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. All right. What brings you? Okay, so yeah.
I listen to debates across the board.
Yeah.
Left and right. I grew up with a Democratic family. I am from California, Southern California.
Okay.
Anaheim. And I've cruised all over. I've been through LA to fucking San Bernardino.
Well, we don't curse over here, but keep it clean. Let's go.
I apologize. This is my first time actually.
Did you vote for Donald Trump? Okay.
Rundown, so we can't misconstrue shit.
Well, didn't I ask not to curse? You just said okay, and then you went and did it again.
I'm so.
Yeah.
But I had to grab your attention so bad because there's a lot of things, man. A lot of things that both sides gotta fucking. Sorry again. There's both sides that we both gotta work on. And there's one thing that we are not fair on is the compliments back and forth. It's constantly back and forth of this and that and this. We're bringing up shit that Oh my God, I'm so sorry about the cursing. I'm just really excited, and I like to be doing this kind of stuff. But we're both giving things that don't really actually matter. When it comes down to it, we're giving things that Trump did this, Biden did this. All right, let's actually get down to the facts, sir. So when it comes down to the situation, how much did you make in the last 4 years when Trump was in office? Let's get down to the nitty gritty about.
Are you seeing my face?
I'm not looking at my phone at the moment.
Okay, because it's people in the chat are saying, it sounds like you might maybe be incoherent or something. Is there? What do you do?
No. I don't care what the chat is saying.
But
this is between me and you. Who cares what the chat is saying?
But
I don't care what the chat's saying.
But you're all over the place, and so we want to make sure we're having, conversations that are on the up and up, because you've kind of hit a lot of. Well, you're trying to connect the dots, and I'm concerned you might not be able to connect the dots.
Then people have to take the time, instead of reading just one side, and start looking at both sides. Because that's one thing I do. I have a lot of family gets on Democrats. Okay, everyone. I grew up as a Democrat. My mom did. Everyone in my family.
You already said that.
People that have. Now, I know. I got to give a little context to everything. There's a lot of people don't come up here and don't give context to what they're talking about. We have to at least throw down and lay the foundation first before we can start, just throwing out left and right stuff. Look, Trump did bad things. Biden did bad things. And this goes across both.
Now that you and I have established all of that, and that was a lot to deal with. Let's just be honest. So when you say Trump did bad things, would you say bad things like commit crimes?
Now you got to look at the investigation properly. We got to look at everything. We can't just sit here and hear what our friends are saying. You have the power to get on the Google. Hold on.
The crimes are either yes or no. It's either a yes or no.
Charges. Have you looked at the actual charges?
I recall looking at them one time.
Okay, I need you to bring them up so everyone can see them. This word for word stuff does not work. I apologize, sir, but it doesn't work when you gotta lay down the foundations.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I've listened to everything that you said, and I just don't get. I'm not at the place where you're like, well, we need to come together and stop the insulting. I'm just not there yet. I'm just not there yet. I mean, because we can't have honest conversations yet, and unfortunately, that's just kind of the way things are. But I will say this: if Donald Trump doesn't break the law, he'll do 4 terms. But if he doesn't, then he should be impeached. He should be impeached, and that's what I'm advocating for.
I agree. If someone does something wrong, but here's the thing. Just like in the Hispanic community, that's my community, and the black
you're
community,
Hispanic?
the homies community. Yeah, I'm Hispanic. Yeah, I'm Mexican. I'm from Southern California.
Are you concerned about mass deportations? Let's just stick to that.
Well, okay. Well, first things first. My grandparents came over here, and they did it the wrong way, but they did it with pay. Okay, let me.
So they're criminals.
Hold on.
They're criminals.
Let me get down. Let me finish.
No, wait a second. They're criminals.
Hold on. You can't start jumping and call my grandparents criminals. Let me finish my story and what the hell they did stuff. When they first came over here, they came with paperwork, but they let that paperwork go. They didn't go and renew it like they were supposed to. And I told my grandma, I'm like, hey grandma, make sure you go renew your paperwork. I don't want you to be taken out of here because you haven't been renewing your paperwork. She goes, okay, yeah, I will. I will take you just to make sure that doesn't happen to you. They kept putting it off, and I kept telling them.
And that's why I said the criminal.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. And just like if they were coming down on you and saying, hey, get your butt in school, I'm not going to jail for you.
You're all over the place.
I don't want you going to jail.
Sir, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise. Yeah, are you not able to sit still and just talk? I mean, what's going on? What's really going on?
Hold on.
It just seems to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, because
brother,
sir.
We gotta relax, sir. You gotta relax a second,
sir.
I'm outside. I had to step outside because my wife was in the house It's our day off.
Maybe we should talk to
She's
her.
watching TV.
Maybe I should talk to
No,
her.
no, 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 no,
Because
no.
you're
My wife is not into politics like how me and you are. See, and this is the problem.
but she might be calmer.
Yeah, that's fine if she's calm, but she's
But
not really
because you're all over the place. You're all over the place.
I know, because I have to explain stuff to you.
No, you don't.
Okay, honestly, no, I do, because there's certain things that people don't understand. You have to walk people through certain situations. You can't just sit here and go, "Oh, this is one thing how it's gonna go." This and no.
No,
you know this.
No,
you know this right now. You're being disingenuous.
No,
being very polite with you.
No,
No,
I've been listen.
Like brutal debates.
I'm
the thing I do.
Jesus
I do
Christ.
this all the time.
Can I just get you to calm down a quick second?
Go ahead, boss.
All right. You're saying a lot, and it's giving me the energy that you might be on something, and I don't want to jump to that conclusion. Jesus Christ, bro. There's a lot of wind. I gotta do what I gotta do, bro. That's a lot of wind, sir. Woo. Let's just get straight down to it.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Lord have mercy. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good morning, CC. Welcome to the show. How are you doing, CC? Lord have mercy. How are you doing, CC? No. You had a lot going on. Send a guest request when you can actually sit down and be stable. You can't have wind blowing and you can't be talking 100 miles an hour. CC, are you there? Good morning,
Hello.
CC. How are you?
Good morning, my handsome, humble,
Thank you. You're welcome.
You know, you have such class. I don't know how you put up with these demons. I really don't. Sir Puff, stop spitting all over the place. It took me a while to clean my screen after you were talking with Zeus yesterday. And you might want to go find your and for you to sit there and say you have a nice body.
Yeah.
And you claim to be 50 or 54.
Yeah.
No. And you might want to go look for your wife because we know she left you.
Oh.
Clickbait.
CC.
Click, clank, clunk.
Oh.
Click, clank. The next time you make a comment about my mother, be a man. Don't be a boy.
Oh.
What I've been telling all you so-called men are.
Get him, CC. Cooked.
Click Clank got his wife off the street, homeless, and guess what? She left him.
Why did she leave him? He's such a strong man.
It goes to show how strong that boy really is. And Snuggle, don't ignore my messages, Mr. Eyebrow.
Oh.
I don't know how Zeus got your steaks to you. But I got Zeus. You were on that live with me.
Yeah.
You were on that live when he said make a bet.
Yeah.
We made a bet for a steak.
Yep.
Am I right?
You're right. And he better pay up.
Okay.
He better pay up.
And he keeps ignoring my messages. But that's okay because we got Triple H.
Thank you.
And Triple H will get out here and lay it on you, bruh.
Right there on his shoulder.
He will do it.
Yeah, tell him. He knows it.
Now, Zeus.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows it. Birds of a sex offender flock together.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Matt Gaetz, underage. So what would that be? 17?
Yep.
Over state lines? And that's okay.
And they don't say a word.
And then we have Pete Heswith. And we have Petey Boy. Look what he did. Look what is going on.
It's almost like they're okay with being predators. They're okay with the predators, huh?
Yes.
Ain't that funny?
And you know, Zeus, when he left office, and with all these bootlickers that were kissing the ring of this man, he had something on them. That's why they have been covering for him. They have and had something on him. But that's okay. We're going to see what this loser does. And just listening to you and listening to the other side, the uneducation is real.
Yeah. And we gotta have real more, it can't be conversations like I'm better than you, I got all the facts. We gotta really get inside and talk to these people.
I don't think there is any talking to him, Zeus. I don't think there's anything we can do. We can talk until we're blue. Just like they get in there and they say we're lying about these women from Texas that have been through so much. They say we're lying about that.
Right. That's why we talk about, that's why I'm talking to them about what applies to them, like that previous guest. He works as a detailer, right? You heard what he said. He trims trees. Yeah. He didn't see himself working in the fields, but I think after that conversation, he sees himself working in the fields. He knows it.
The other day I heard him say, "Oh, we don't need them to work in the fields. They got equipment that shakes the trees, and then the apples fall on a tarp, and then what? You gonna pick them up, white man, white boy? Are you gonna pick them apples? No, you're not.
Wow.
You're not."
Yeah.
But Zeus, something happened to me yesterday.
What's that, CC? What happened to you?
Well, buddy, I wanted to get up, and my dogs had a birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to the pooches! Happy birthday! See, that's beautiful stuff.
They had a birthday, and while I'm giving them their little cupcakes, I tripped and fell.
Oh.
I tripped and fell on my fireplace.
No, are you okay?
5 stitches later, and what is it? What's the shot for that you get every 10 years?
I don't know what that shot is. What is the shot? Wow. Like a tetanus shot or something?
Tetanus, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And the bad thing about it is it was so bad, I'm not sure if it's going to stay together.
CC, gotta be careful. You got to be careful. All right?
Well, the toys were in the way, and I just tripped up on them and tried to grab myself, but not before I took a major chunk.
Oh my God.
It was awful. Scared me to death.
Wow. Well, you're able to laugh now, so that says, you're at least have a sense of humor about yourself. But listen, you got to be careful out there now.
I know, bud. I know. Accidents happen.
Yeah, they do.
And they happen quick. That's the thing. I mean, I could have hit my head.
Yeah.
I would much rather take a chunk out of my arm than, have a brain injury.
Yeah.
These rats are making my brain shrink anyway, so I don't need it to shrink any further.
Oh my God. Well, listen, Cece, I'm glad that you're okay, honestly, because we need you to help keep up the good work you're doing out here and fighting the good fight, all right? And
well, I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome.
And I truly love you. You're a good friend. And,
thank you. I appreciate you too, yes.
You mean a lot. I mean, I come in here in the mornings and you give me inspiration.
I try my best. But you see, it's a constant battle. We gotta, yeah.
It is, and you got really good patience. I don't know if you go and punch a punching bag when you go and work out, but that's a good way to get your frustrations out.
Yeah. I do a little of this and a little of that, and it makes everything just perfect for me. All right, and so
I can tell on your shoulders you looking buff.
Yeah,
you looking buff.
Tell him, CC. Tell him, CC. Oh my God. Hey, Red Lady Red. Stop being jealous out there. All right. She's
Yeah, Red Lady Red. Go find somebody else to bug. Okay,
yeah,
Zeus
yeah.
doesn't need you.
There you go.
Thank you, Zeus.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you, buddy.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful CC. No lies detected. Yes, and tell the pooches I said happy birthday. All right, now if you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. We'll try to get one more or two conversations knocked out before I get up out of here. I just want the Trump supporters to understand. You can no longer blame President Biden or Kamala Harris once Donald Trump gets into office, and you're gonna have a lot to deal with. All right, all right. So if you're MAGA, let me see where you're at. Put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right up here. Don't worry. We'll lower your taxes. We'll drill, baby, drill. All right, that's right. Real. Listen. I'm looking in the chat. The circus has begun. In excess, I agree. Tom 420, you come on up here, Tom. Come on up here, Tom. There you go. See, I knew you would say something, Tom. Come on up here and let Zeus minister to your soul, all right? Big Al. Come on up here, Big Al? I think we've talked before, but if not, I remember. Oh, there he goes. Quantum Stereo. Let's see, Big Al. There you go. Yes, we spoke before.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Did we speak before?
Nah, man. I just been really heavy on the comment area.
Oh, okay. Did
Yeah.
you voted for Trump?
No, sir. I voted for Miss Kamala, but I just wanted to jump in.
Okay. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Yeah, it's gonna be very quick. So first of all, originally, right, I moved to the U.S. when I was 18 years old. Right?
Yeah.
I'm originally from Central Africa, the Congo. All right, shithole country. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but that's
but I know where you got that from. Right. You got that from Donald Trump.
Right. So I've done it the right way. Went to school, learned English as a second language. I speak French fluently. That's my first language.
Okay.
4 years. I went to college for 4 years, learning English as a second language, which is ESL for those that aren't familiar with that.
Yeah.
So after that, I went through the process, right? I got my bachelor's and I got my master's. I pay my taxes every day, and eventually I got my green card. It took me 5 years to get my green card. Again, if there's anything to fix with the immigration, is to hire more immigration lawyers and more judges to clean up the process a little bit.
Right.
So 5 years later, I went on to applying for my naturalization. I'm a U.S. citizen. So the whole process took me 10 years, right? So it's not like we come up here and we just earn and get we have to earn our way all the way to the top, just like everybody.
Right.
Right. So when I became a U.S. citizen, what I noticed is I was still being discriminated at, not just for being black, but also for being African, for having an accent and everything, as if I didn't earn my way up to the top. So what I'm trying to say to all the MAGAs, just understand one thing. We're all living in a country that's running the world right now. We have to lead by example. I'm giving it to you from a perspective of somebody that migrated in this country from a third world country.
Wow.
Cheap, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, Donald Trump is giving me all the signs of a dictator, right?
Yeah.
He does not like for people to reprimand him. He does not want people to be against any of his ways, and is currently filling his cabinet with people that will agree to all his demands. Guys, be fearful. Please be fearful, right? So that's number one. Number two, this whole thing about immigration.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing. Stephen Miller, if you're not familiar with Stephen Miller, he's putting people like me in danger of being deported as well because he's trying to revoke naturalization. For people like us that did it the right way, we all shaking right now. But hey, I believe in God, so I'm not fearing no man.
Right.
Right. But guys, understand, we were fed a bunch of disingenuous information, misleading information.
There you go.
Some of us fell for the okie doke. I hope Trump does some good, but if he doesn't, we getting exactly what we voted him for. And I don't want to hear no more Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear none of that. Especially if you're black and you voted for that stuff. Just understand that every time you come to me, friend or family, go call daddy. I'm done, bro.
Tell him. Big Al. Words of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Show Big Al some love. Give him a huge round of applause. No lies detected. Thank you, Big Al. Listen.
Thank you for letting me on, brother.
You're welcome.
I love what you're doing.
All right, you're welcome. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll try to mix it up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Red Lady Red, you sent Big Zeus a guest request. What's going on with you? Are you okay?
Zeus, why do you get up here every day fear mongering and warmongering? Why do you do that?
I don't think that's what I'm doing. I think what I'm doing
is what you're doing.
Do you think that I'm making anything up?
You make up a lot of stuff.
Like
and
what?
You think a lot. Everything you make up, everything you say, even your followers. Then y'all call everybody else delusional as if y'all not living in a delusional state y'all selves. Then you try to spread fear mongering. Is you finna get out there and fight a war? Or you want our kids to do it?
Do I?
Because y'all keep thinking that war ain't gonna never be on American soil.
So, Red Lady, let's talk war. If there is one and there's a draft, who will be the president that implements that draft?
And so why is he trying to start a war?
No. Who's going to be the? Who's going to be the next president? Who's going to be the next president?
To start a war.
Who's the next president?
Why is he trying to start a war? Because we know you ain't finna get your butt out there and fight on no war. None of your followers finna go fight on no war. None of y'all finna go fight. Not one of y'all. You talking about who gonna start the damn draft? Who started the war?
Can I answer?
Not finna go. It's so easy for y'all to
Red. Can I answer your question? Red.
It's just like with the cotton pick. You ain't finna go out there and pick no fruit your damn self.
Red. Can I answer your question? Who invaded Ukraine?
And why did they invade Ukraine?
So you can't say.
Why did they invade?
You can't say President Biden started the war.
Why? No.
Is there a war? Is there a war going on right now?
World War III would be started because Russia told America not to get involved.
Okay. So I get it.
Should mind their business.
So I get it. You're passionate and you believe the lie. I get it.
No,
but
that's not no lie. Russia did tell America and NATO to mind their business. They do need to mind their business because your ass and nobody in your chat finna go out there and fight.
Wait a second.
Y'all not finna go fight nothing. Y'all not finna risk y'all life for this country. But y'all think it's okay that our soldiers.
Do you gotta yell? Do you gotta yell like that though?
I'm not trying to yell, but you trying to talk over me so I can't talk.
Listen, I've spoken to you several times. You know I don't get up here and do all that yelling stuff. Now, I believe you. I believe you got a louder voice than me, but we ain't getting nowhere. We ain't getting nowhere.
Why do you want war? Are you going to go out there and fight instead of our baby?
So let me explain what I understand to you real quick. You and I can agree it was Putin that invaded Ukraine, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means Putin started the war.
No, Putin started a war between him and them. Russia told NATO and American to mind their business.
Okay.
And if he send missiles, he's going to look at that as them starting World War III. Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did.
So
Zeus, can you be honest with yourself? You can't even be honest. We know for a fact that you not finna go and fight no war.
Red. Let me say.
You're not.
I don't want to press this mute button. All right, I don't, because again, you could talk louder than me. We're not going to have that competition. You win. But if you want to have the conversation, then I think you need to go back and revisit. Biden told Putin not to do it because he is not going to sit back and along with the other countries in NATO and allow him to invade a sovereign country like he did. He explained to him that he would get the reaction that he was saying was the cause for him to invade if he really did invade. Since he invaded, you and I agree, NATO has gotten bigger, right? Other
Okay, I
countries
have
are
a
now part of
question.
other countries are now part of
I have a
NATO.
question. So why they didn't move them chemical labs then?
That
If
was
they didn't
all.
want war,
That's
why they didn't dismantle them chemical labs? You
red.
think it's
I hate
okay? You
red,
think
red,
it's
red, red,
okay
red,
that a
red, red,
country form up
red, red,
chemicals to harm us? You think
red.
that's okay?
I don't want you to get in trouble on TikTok. All right, seriously, you got to keep it the conspiracies down. You're
That's not
repeating
a conspiracy.
You're
Y'all want
you're
it to be a conspiracy.
no, you're
That's
getting
actually
it.
the truth. Yes, Ukraine, they sit over there in Ukraine and
Jesus.
make chemical warfare. That's
No,
the
no,
truth.
no,
They
no.
do.
You're repeating misinformation
Oh my
from.
good. No, what you're doing is repeating misinformation. Like I said, is you finna go fight the war? Yes or no?
To be honest,
Are you finna go fight the war? Are you okay with our
Jesus Christ.
babies having to die for pointless wars?
Red. Now, if you yell in my ear one more good time, I'm gonna have to drop you like a bad habit. Not even my mama calls me up and does what you're doing.
You, Zeus,
So
you
if
know
you're
I'm
not
not
trying
really
to,
yelling. You just mad because you can't manipulate me like how you do everybody else that get up on here. But you won't answer the question. I'm asking a simple
okay.
question.
So let me
Are you
explain it
going
to
to
you.
fight the war? If
I
war
said
come over
no.
here on American soil,
Oh, then
are you
yeah. Oh
willing to
yeah. Oh
fight?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then we got a problem right there.
Are you willing to fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are? So
Yeah.
you want to go front line?
I'm not gonna lay it down like you are. All right. Now, I appreciate the fact that
No, you will go before me because you a man.
whatever you say, I agree. I don't think I'm going to break through to you. You've been
Are
compromised
you
at a
willing
very
to
high
fight the
level.
war, Zeus?
You've been compromised at a high level, Red, and
Are you
unfortunately,
willing to fight the war? Yes or
Jesus
no?
Christ, Lady Red, Jesus Christ, I gotta do it. You don't answer my questions. You just want to yell in my ear, ladies and gentlemen. Red Lady Red is clearly possessed with the MAGA demon, ladies and gentlemen. Get her out of here. Jesus Christ.
Silence, you
Red Lady Red. Red Lady Red. All right, seriously. You have to work on learning how to listen. And then the other side of that is listening to learn. You have been repeating misinformation and disinformation from guess who? Tulsi Gabbard, who we all know is a Russian asset. That little thing you're repeating on TikTok, stop it. Go read a book, all right? And really read it and comprehend it and understand. You can't say the United States is starting a war when we didn't even start the war to begin with. We've been trying to de-escalate from day one. How dare you get on TikTok and play? Well, I don't even think you're playing. You are truly uninformed. But you're loud and you believe what you believe, and I understand that. All right? You have no idea how Kamala Harris has been a part of the negotiations. You have no idea about how all these other countries in NATO have been doing their darndest to help Russia stop doing this thing that they've done. All right? This is so-called military operation. They said they were going to take over Ukraine in 5 days. They didn't do it. Why didn't they do it? It's because of President Biden. Why are there not American troops, boots on the ground right now? Because of President Biden. Yeah, his leadership, him and Kamala Harris. Yeah, and this thing about World War III, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Putin has been saying there's a red line, and if the United States cross it, there's going to be World War III. Isn't it so funny? That's been the World War III since this whole thing has started, and it hasn't happened. The fear-mongering, Red Lady Red, is coming from you. Just admit it. You're scared and you don't know anything. That makes you the one that's actually fear-mongering, not Zeus. Grow up, all right, and do better, all right? Now, I got to move it on, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Look at who we have here. Oh, my God. I got to get up out of here. What a show. Good morning, Jess. How are you doing, Jess? Welcome to the
Oh,
show.
I'm great. I'm
Yes.
so confused, Zeus. We're so hateful, but they come here every day.
Well, Jess, they understand what we've said about Donald Trump is true at the end of the day. For instance, they think it was a blowout, 76-73. That's not a blowout.
Nah.
Half of the country accepts Donald Trump is guilty. He's a felon. We know that, so we're keeping our eyes on him. They know this.
Yep. And this is for Red Lady Red. Trump revokes Obama rule on reporting drone strike unalivings. Donald Trump set records for unaliving civilians in Afghanistan. So to say that Donald Trump was not a warmongering president, every president in the United States has been a warmonger. And I'm not saying that it's right. It should stop. But also, you have to acknowledge the fact that Russia is not our ally. They are not our friend. They have been combating us via misinformation for over 20 years, and we are at the spot where they want us. But you don't care about that. You don't even know how to spot propaganda. You won't even pick up a book. You just want to scream at people.
That part.
And it's so ridiculous that they want to talk about workers' rights and all this stuff, right? But Elon Musk wants to deregulate things. Elon Musk doesn't want to protect workers. And you guys want to talk about no tax on overtime, but you're not even going to be able to get that overtime.
That part. You're not getting overtime. The tariffs are coming. You're going to be paying out of pocket. You're going to be sucked into conflicts that he said he would end. They see this stuff coming, Jess, but yet they think because they say it loud that they right.
And you know what? He said 24 hours after being elected, the war would be over.
And Red Lady Red, you didn't say anything about that.
His first lie right there. And about that one guy that was up here with the purple picture.
Yeah.
Talking about housing. To reduce housing instability, you guys are going to get real mad when I say this, but we need government help. Federal, state, local, and private programs need to work together to address poverty. And a lot of this will begin in our own communities. We need more housing navigators. We need more government collaboration, and our leaders need to take some executive action. But this is a very, very complex issue, and a lot of people don't want to take the time.
Yeah. Tell them, Jess, you're spot on. They know this, but they're going to continue to ignore it and fearmonger.
And she wants Lady Red said something about we're up here fear-mongering every day. You literally live in fear of a trans boogeyman.
Oh.
You live in fear of a scary trans person that you don't even know and never even met. You'll never see them in your bathroom. They are 1% of the population. You don't even talk to them. You've never even talked to a trans person in your entire life. I can guarantee it.
Get them. See, this is what we're dealing with out here. And Jess, you're spot on. And again, it's the people who come up here, they yell and they scream. Those are the ones living in fear.
Exactly.
Right?
They
obvious.
live in fear
Thank you for doing
of
that,
boogeymen.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's either an immigrant or a trans person. And they want to bring up Laken Riley.
Oh.
Bring up Molly Tibbetts. Bring up Molly Tibbetts, y'all. I need you to Google that one. I need you to Google Catherine Steinle. How about Justine Damon? Y'all don't even know who they are. I bet y'all don't even know any other person who was unalived by an immigrant except Laken Riley. It's insane. And if you guys are actually sitting out here and having the Proud Boys or the Triple K or these neo-Yazis marching, which they are.
I saw the video. I saw the video, yeah.
And
Red Lady Red, did you say anything about that?
Yeah, do you guys care about that? Are you upset about that, Red Lady Red? Why isn't Donald Trump calling that out? Because he should be calling it out every single time. Every person should be calling it out every single time.
It's so sad. It's so sad, Jess. It's so sad. She want to talk about what's going on thousands of miles on the other side of the earth, but she quiet as a church mouse as her own country is being terrorized the way it is. That says a lot about you, Red Lady Red. That's a good point,
Trump
Jess.
He can't call it out. He can't call it out because that's his base. He'll lose how many votes from that?
Mm.
He'll call it out and say, y'all ain't my people. You're not my people. I don't want you to march for me.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to vote for you now. And then he losing out on millions of votes there.
This is it. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is what's going on.
Ooh, the stupidity is funny. You know what's funny to me is that whenever my friend Takesha came up here, my good friend, my family came up here, you started just screaming random nonsense. You called her out her name. You said all kinds of nasty things. You are a terrible, terrible person.
Got to get
and
God to work on your
with your
heart.
feelings on that. You do not deserve any kindness from anyone up here. The fact that you came up here screaming in Zeus's ear
In my ear.
for no
Did you
reason?
see how she screamed in my ear? I was so kind to her, Jess.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
She needs one of them old fashioned, back in the day, your grandmother kick a switch off the tree. Go ahead,
They need therapists.
Yeah.
They need therapists.
Maybe
and
that'll
I don't
help.
say this as an insult. I say this as you need help. I bet if I asked you how you're feeling, you could only tell me happy, sad, angry.
Lord have mercy. See,
That's it. You don't know how to identify any other feelings. You don't know how to
Lord have
have
mercy.
any emotional, intelligent conversations. You guys really need help.
They do.
Mentally. And I really am scared for anyone around you because that toxic behavior will rub off on them and they will become toxic.
Well, I tell you what, it won't work on me. She tried to, as my mom used to say, she tried to let the devil get me to start acting crazy like her, but it's not going to work with me, Red Lady Red, because I was raised right. I got good common sense, and so does Jess, right? Ladies and gentlemen, W Jess in the chat. We got sense over here. We got common sense over here. All right, Red, you're going to keep letting the devil do what he wants with you, but not on over here. Not over here. Sorry. All right. Well, listen, Jess, I gotta move it on.
Yeah, of course. You have a wonderful day, Zeus. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, show Jess some love. W's in the chat for her. Yeah. Listen. Quiet as it is kept. I'm out here to get the truth out here, but I can't be daddy to all of you Trump supporters out there. I can't be your father. All right. Y'all got to really want to be better people. W Creative Inc. Studios. Y'all got to want to be better people. All right. Again, when we're talking about these issues, Red Lady Red, please, you've done enough harm this morning. Right? Red Lady Red, you've done a lot of harm this morning. I need you to go cool off. I need you to find you a nice glass of water and then call your grandmother and say, do you have any of that holy water? And just let her sprinkle it all over your forehead right there. Make sure she puts the cross right there on you, Red Lady Red, because your mind is one thing, but your soul is another thing, Red Lady Red. And the way you got up here and you let the devil use your mouth, the way you let the devil use your mouth, I said, there's only one option for you. If you don't get your soul right, you're going to be a prime candidate for hell, Red Lady Red. And I'm just being sincere and honest. I mean, my ears right now, they're bleeding. I don't know if you can see the blood, but my ears are bleeding. You yelled in my ear. You've said a bunch of lies. You over here sympathizing with Vladimir Putin, a war criminal. A war criminal. How did you get so far outside of your blackness? How did you do it? So far outside of your blackness that you somehow imagined yourself to be a Russian citizen while you sitting your special behind here in the United States of America. Something is really wrong. This country, I tell you, that's why you need to tell your friends, Red Lady Red, tell them to come on to this show and let Zeus and his friends here continue to minister to your souls, because your soul is on the line. All right? Whatever you doing, stop it right now. Stop watching them TV shows. Stop watching them TikTok videos. Just stop, Red Lady Red. All right? Because you're going down a path of degradation. And you're going to lift up your eyes. And you will lift them up. Who am I here with? Oh, the devil. Yeah, you're going to go straight to hell. And and again, I don't like to do all the fear mongering, ladies and gentlemen. When you got folks like that, especially people of color, I just say, wow. We got a long ways to go as a nation. Don't ever get up here and say President Biden is starting World War III without doing your research. Look up American history. Understand, if you're really an American, you sound out of your rabbit, you know what? Siding with a war criminal. You sound out of your mind. Think about this, Red Lady Red. Y'all want to put Donald Trump, when you did, back in the White House. And who did he pick to enforce our laws? Matt Gaetz. You got no energy for that, Red Lady Red. Whoo! You got no energy? He wants to put a person that you and I know has a record of doing inappropriate things, being a predator on children. You want that person to uphold the rule of law in this country? I'm not surprised that that's who you want when your father is the devil, because that's what your father is, the devil. Yeah, you want Matt Gaetz, Pete Hegseth. You want a bunch of folks that don't look like you, that have terrible records that if you had, people in your family had, they'd be in a jail cell. You want them to uphold the rule of law in this country. Donald Trump hasn't even given Tim Scott or Byron Donalds any of those so-called black jobs. So yeah, we got a long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I'm looking at the time. I got to get up out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in this morning. Sorry if I didn't get to you today. Sorry I didn't get to you all today, but you know, we got to get up out of here. All right. You all did an outstanding job tuning in and helping to make this show as exciting and entertaining and educational as it is. All right. Thank you to all my subscribers, gifters, moderators, and panelists. Wait a second. Hold on. Somebody wrote, I'm scared. Excuse me, champ. What? Who's scared?
Yeah, y'all scared. Got doing all this crazy talking y'all talking about with all this Democrat stuff. And just like you just said, how Biden didn't start the war. Of course they started the war. If y'all would educate yourselves, y'all would know that they had the treaty with Russia and everything not to expand into Russia's territory. When
Okay.
they tried to get you, hold on, let me finish talking.
No. Because let me just say what I need to. Let me ask you. I just got to ask. What experience do you have when it comes to foreign policy?
The foreign policies?
Yeah. What experience you got out here? Real world, boots on the ground experience. Do you got any? Where'd you get this information from that you're pushing out here? When was the last time you read a book about this stuff?
Okay, I mean, you don't have to do anything. I do with this research, fam.
Yeah, where are you getting it from?
Okay, first of all, let me explain what I'm saying first, and then I answer all of your questions. Now, first
I already heard what you're saying.
You didn't. I didn't even start to explain. So what do you mean you heard what I said?
Yeah, those talking points, I've heard them already, and I got to get up out of here.
What I mean by scared, I can't even finish talking.
Finish up real quick. I got to get up out of here. All right, we only got a couple of minutes. What do you got to say? Because see, this is. I thought you said I was scared, but it just sounds to me like
you are. It sounds like you're running because you're not even letting me finish talking.
Oh.
Now, anyways, what I was saying is, yes, President Biden did start this war because they're the ones who expanded, try to get into the UK, into NATO, which expands into Russian territory, which they had an agreement that they can't do that, or else they will start the war.
Mm-hmm.
They knew exactly what they were doing when they did it. So that's why y'all think Russia just attacked UK out of the blue for nothing.
Russia attacked UK. I got it.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, listen, I get it. Well, you're going to be here tomorrow because we can finish this up tomorrow. All right. I want to hear about how Russia attacked the UK. All right.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. All right, that's Squeak 803. Come on back. All right, but yeah, and because Russia attacked the UK. That's something that I definitely need to look into. All right, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get up out here. What a show! What a show! You would think these Trump supporters would be a lot happier. Is there something about my broadcast that's making the Trump supporters upset? I don't get it. You should be happy. All right, but to the Zeus haters. To the Zeus haters, you know who you are. You out here repeating those lies and misinformation. All right, you know exactly who you are. This one is for you. I'm going to throw ahead and toss you in the lake of fire and get up out of here. All right, get him out of here. There's a lot of Zeus haters out there.
Silence, you MAGA.
You like that, Cortez? Yeah. Anybody? If you got any information about how Russia is attacking UK, please send it to me, ladies and gentlemen. Tag me in the videos. I would love to see how Russia is attacking the UK. All right, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and stay safe out there in these streets. Nice show, David. Great. Thank you, David. I tried to do my best. You know what I'm doing. I'll be back tomorrow, same Zeus time, same Zeus channel. You haven't seen it, I haven't seen it. Great show, thank you everyone. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great show, thank you. Let's go, let's go. I love your show. I love you too. Don't worry. We'll get through this. You said, what did you say? It took him an hour to memorialize. Yeah. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, everyone. Sorry I didn't get to all of you. Turn off the invite. Hey, yeah. Trump is not my daddy, but he is your daddy, and trust me, within the first year, he's definitely going to get into a lot of trouble. Coco, thank you so much. All right, Zena, thank you, everyone. Love you too. Yes. Breaking news, you can say whatever you want to say, but you'll be crying. Don't worry. We're going to lower your taxes in a few minutes as well. We're going to lower your taxes. Don't worry. Reggie, my man. Right here. Let's go, Mimi. Thank you. Capriha, come back tomorrow, Cabria. I saw you. I wanted to talk to you. Come back tomorrow, Cabria. We got a lot to talk about, all right? You would think these Trump supporters would be a lot happier, all right? But for some strange reason, you're not happy. I'll keep doing my thing. We'll keep talking about mass deportations, all right? They don't want to talk mass deportations, and that's the real issue. Somebody has to go. All right, and to you brothers that voted for Donald Trump, all right, yeah, you're definitely probably going to have to be in the fields. You know what you're qualified to do, all right? Please don't subordinate my character. Creating black jobs, alter ego, WN, yeah. Let's go. Exactly, heaven VIP, all right? Okay.
They're taking black jobs now. And it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter.
Red, Lady
drill,
Red.
Baby, drill, gonna
Stop
frack,
it.
Frack, drill, was a black frack.
Yeah. Let's go! You got to drill, baby, drill, and we're going to continue to do that. Don't worry, Red Lady Red. You keep crying in the chat. I'm going to lower those taxes, all right? Don't worry, we'll get you out of debt.
Drill, baby, drill, frack, drill, baby, drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter.
Hey! Let's go! We're going to drill, baby, drill. Hey! Hey! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter.
Oh!
Okay, they say,
what are we going to do?
we're going to pay down. We're going to lower your taxes. Deep insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal. Drill, baby, drill.
Hey! Have a great rest of your morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here. Have a great rest of your morning.